Today, in this official Facebook page, I will be addressing the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, the state of Ambazonia, the state of affairs. It's been quite a long time I've talked about that in this platform. It is said that to those who sit quiet during times of hardship to a humanity, to a people, it is said that those who keep quiet at a time when a particular people need help, especially when it comes to humanitarian assistance, especially when it comes to helping to stop the war, the killing of people. Anyone who stay quiet is part of the adversity. Anyone who stay quiet is part and parcel of the problem. And I've taken this initiative today to use my official page to address this case. Because I know I have so many people, the followers, and so many people that believe, and some few of them are in this platform. As a CEO of a charity organization, it is said that one of the most predominant or most fundamental priority of any charity organization is the human rights care to humanity. And so I, as an owner of a charity organization, it will be more hypocritical if I stay mute during the time when the people of a portion of earth are suffering from impunity, because the people have been subjugated to gross human rights violations by Cameroon government of Paul Biya. And so we join our voices and that of the people to say enough is enough. For anyone that's coming, please share and invite as you are coming, because we are going to move so swift and fast. So thank you so much for coming, all of you that are here. God bless you. Welcome. Share and invite as we are going. Let me also see how I could share from my official Facebook page, because it's been a while I have not used this page for a while. So welcome. God bless you.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have already come. 'Twas grace that brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead us home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining eye, the sun, we know as days to that save a wretch like me. I was lost, but now was blind, but now I see.
All right, great. I wanted to connect this to my page, and it was a little bit difficult to do that. But now I think that I have a way to do it already. So, to the people that are coming on board, please, you share and invite. You know how we do it. You know our culture. You know our tradition of sharing and inviting as we're coming. So please share to our pages and to our groups, as we always do, because now I have shared to 1 or 2 groups too, so that we can now move on and talk about the situation at home, and right now about what is going on, and this, addressing the state of nation, the state of affairs, as our people are looking forward to us. So first of all, permit me to start this live talk show by thanking all of you people that have come to watch. I want to thank all of you people that are here right now. If you are coming now, please, I want to thank you so much. It's been a lot going on. As you know, the year rounds out. I have a lot to do. I have a lot of traveling and a lot of things to do too, as well as to end of the year is ending. So some of us that are in the position and somehow, in one way or the other, are doing our annual evaluations and stuff. And so I've been so busy. So I apologize for last week. I didn't make talk shows last week. Also, we had a talk show that was supposed to be with the Ambazonian Deputy Defense Chairman, Sheikh Kabi Wamalim, Sheikh Mekirsi de Kavi. He was not able to come live because of health-related issues. He was sick, and because of that, he couldn't make it live in that live Facebook that he was going to talk about the situation in Boy state of Ambazonia. So on behalf of the platform, I wish to apologize for that. We are looking forward ahead of time to see how we're going to do it. Also, announcement. It has been announced that the Queen of Mandelas, Erica Zara, announced the meeting, an extraordinary meeting scheduled on Wednesday, 7 p.m. for all Mandelas. And all Mandelas are endeavored to be part and parcel of that Zoom meeting. Erica Zara commissioned me to create a Zoom meeting, and I did that, of course, immediately as Erica Zara commissioned me to do. So Erica Zara has commissioned all Ambazonians to endeavor to attend a meeting 7 p.m. Amber time in Zoom. And the Zoom address meeting has been shared already 2 days before time in their WhatsApp groups and in their private messenger groups and so on, etc. So the meeting will be well censored, and your privacy is always of importance. So we urge each and everyone to attend. I have also been commissioned to the meeting. I know that the meeting came at a time where I have failed to schedule the meeting for 2 consecutive times. And so Erica Zara, the Mandela Queen, the coordinator and of everything, and you know how she's been. So she commissioned us an extraordinary meeting where we are coming. The meeting, of course, there's a lot of things that you all expect that will be discussed. Also, our bill, we have to make because the year is already ending, maybe we have to also do our budget and our bill, and we have to amend our bill or our budget. And also our treasury has some amount of money, enormous amount of money, more than 500,000 francs CFA, and we have to come and decide what we do to this amount of money that's almost close to 1 million francs CFA. So what we do with this money? Of course, we know the money was raised in 3 categories. One, ADF, emergency funds for Bui. We have also our monthly contribution, and we have also some amount of money in our Ambazonia treasury that I have been collecting from people, from random people that are not Mandelas, but they want to support Mandelas, or random people that believe and trust in me, and they want to entrust their money into my hands so that I can use it for us, of course, as AGOVC, ADF, in order to move and facilitate our activities. So I want to thank those people too that have been doing their great job. To the international community, to those abroad, those that are my friends here, maybe you don't know what we're doing. About 3 years ago, Cameroon declared war on my people. My people are the English speaking of the former Cameroon, and these are the people of the former British Southern Cameroon. That's the former British trusteeship territory. During an era of colonization in Africa, there was a time where the end of colonialism, and that time, my own portion in Africa, where I come from, was administered by the UK, by Britain, and Britain used a policy of indirect rule, where the British people come and they use the chiefs, the local leaders, and they use them to administer the people. While France had a policy of a direct policy, a policy of assimilation, where they come and look at some few wise people and then take to Paris. They put them in the school in Paris, and then of course when they graduate, they come to Africa, and then they implement them as colonial masters. They implement them as their Sodopodoid leadership. That's, they represent them. And so during the era of decolonization in Africa, the French territories, we are already having bureaucratism. That is officers, colonial masters, delegate governors, etc., etc. And so UK, that was using indirect policy and using the chiefs and funds that were not educated at that time, so the UN thought that the British territories could not govern themselves. And I can already count more than 1, 2, 3 British territories. Like example, Gambia. Gambia was joined to Senegal, and that led to a very civil war that erupted in conflict until Gambia had to separate and be on their own. Today, Gambia is a country, the Gambia. You also have Eritrea in Ethiopia. The same thing happened between Italy and Britain, where Italy had Ethiopia, Britain have Eritrea, and today, and you see Eritrea has broken, and now they are a country on their own. The same thing happened in Somalia and Somaliland. The same thing happened in those places where two people come together and it was not done because of errors of decolonization. Today they separate. We have also many places in Africa. You can name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all these things happen there. And today you see people stood up and say, no, we can't live like this. We can't live. French policy is different. French believe in what I call the Bandura theory, Bandura way of living in the society. That's the way I describe the civil law of French, the French extraction. That civil law is more of a Bandura theory. But then you have the common law, which we inherit from, the Anglo-Saxon common law from the UK, which is more of Skinnerian theory. It's more of a 21st century, where you are not proven guilty except you face a judiciary trial session. But when the common law with the French type of civil law, you can be executed even in absence. Or you have people that have been executed even in absentia. And this is not part of the 21st century, and it's purely against democracy. So in common law, we only say you can be guilty only after the court session. If you have not been tried, you cannot be guilty. So these are things that have made us to say, no, we must separate, no, we must leave, no, we were not even part of Cameroon, that it was because of the inability of the UK to give us the leadership that led us to be where we are today. So these people, who are my people, the former British Southern Cameroon, the Anglo-Saxon people, are suffering. They have been in war for 3 years, and it's estimated that more than 20,000 people have been killed by the government of Cameroon in the presidency of President Paul Biya that has been in power for 36 years. Thousands of people have been killed. More than 600,000 children have not gone to school for 3 years. And more than 500,000 people are displaced in the bushes in their own hometown. And as we are speaking, more than 200,000 refugees in Nigeria, not to talk of Ghana, and those dying across the Mediterranean Sea. Those going to Italy, to Spain, to other countries in Africa. Our people are littered all around the world. As you can see, I'm talking from Great America. I'm talking today from America, because it is not safe in a place where I was born and raised. So to the people that are my followers, international communities, and people who don't understand why sometimes I come and speak and you don't understand the way I speak, because most of the time I speak for my people, and my people have a way which they understand. I can only put it the way they can understand. I speak for them. So sometimes I'm bound to use languages that you may not understand. Broken English, Pidgin English, our dialect, and Patois, languages that are understood by my people. So this is just for you, the international communities, to understand the reason why I have been talking on endlessly. Some of you have lost me in Facebook. I have lost more than 4 Facebook major accounts with hundreds of followers. They are gone. Thousands, I mean thousands of followers. And now this is another Facebook page that we have, and we are going to push it forward. Now, Facebook, of course, and other politicians, bad politicians, Cameroon, they will pay. Last time they paid Facebook 400 million and they wiped our accounts, activist accounts, so on and so forth. Of course, I understand Facebook is a business, but so many times when you will not see me type my name, of course, you know, type my name in Facebook search engine and you will see me with a new profile exactly with my name. Terrorists are people who don't want their names to be seen in public. If I was a terrorist, my name would never be seen in the public. I put my name every day. They want us not to put our names in media, because from the day I don't put my name in the media, they are going to say I'm a terrorist. Therefore, I have vowed the same name I have in my passport, the same name I have in my ID, the same name I have in Homeland Security in America, the same name I have in the Department of State, the same name I inherited, the same name my parent gave me is the same name I shall use in Facebook till I die. Because I speak for a people that have been subjugated to impunity, a people that have been violated. Their human rights have been violated grossly. A people that have been raped, tortured, a people that have been placed under heavy sanction. Innocent people that are going through a lot of pain, sorrow, a lot of horror stories to be told. Who betides if we don't stand with them and speak the truth? Fellow brothers and sisters, my fellow friends around the world, I want to thank you for any support you can give to my people at this time. They rely on each and every kind of support. Any support you can send down there to my people, you are welcome. In days ahead, my charity organization doors are going to be open. I vision to feed thousands of people in the bushes and refugee camp. I want to feed the orphans. For 3 years, they have not sat in any class. For 3 years, they have not eaten anything good. For 3 years, I have not even followed their medical attention because they are littered everywhere in the bushes and forest. Some of them have been killed by stray bullets. Some of them have been killed. And some of the shelters and the houses where I used to beg to keep them have been burned down. This is the situation that my people are going through in Africa, in their own homeland, where the army of occupation come from French Cameroon. President Biya, under the canopy of France, sending all terrorists. The military of Cameroon, they are terrorists. Because any military on earth that enters hinterland, and fight the civilians is a terrorist military. Military is not supposed in any country to enter land except there is terrorist activities. And if you will send the military to kill civilians that are protesting, that government become part and parcel of terrorist governments on earth. And I want to thank the U.S. Department of State. I want to thank the categorization the U.S. has placed Cameroon. Cameroon has been placed under the terrorist governments on earth. And I want to thank the U.S. and the United States of America for the sanctions given to Cameroon. Such sanctions, such as in 2017, the taking away of the 17 billion military aid to Cameroon is a stone mine. We want to give thanks to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Defense, Secretary of Defense, the U.S. government, for such appropriate action. But as you know, it's not always enough when people are suffering and being killed. We want to also, in a twins way, thank the America and the U.S. government for the sanction they gave Cameroon and unleash Cameroon from the AGOA privileges where Cameroon cannot trade again in any US markets duty-free. That has also sent a very, very huge message across the globe that starting January 1st, 2020, Cameroon will no more benefit from any international trade with America. Cameroon has been sanctioned from AGOA project, a project that gives some privileges to sub-Saharan African countries to trade with America duty-free. Meaning that as from January 2020, Cameroon can no longer trade across the world without paying huge fines or taxes, quotas, embargoes, and tariffs. We want to thank this initiative. As you know, when people are suffering, it's never enough in sanction. I want to also thank the US unbeatable and unstoppable diplomacy that has not only ended the sanctions by mouth in America, but has channeled all letters of diplomacy to all the allied forces across the world. And today, because the US, France, UK, China, they all share the same powers in the United Nations Security Council as permanent members. The big fives that control the world. The biggest is America with its atomic bombs, of course I call it. America sanctioning Cameroon means that the allies or the allies of America are going to succumb to that. So I want to thank US for their diplomacy. We have seen response coming from France, where France is now saying that Cameroon need to let Ambazonia go. Cameroon need to look into the gross human rights violation. And after America has sent United Nations Security Council to take a fact-finding mission to Cameroon pending the final sanctions to be levied to Cameroon, and if not enough military actions taken against Cameroon, sending of the peacekeeping squad to Cameroon, ceasefire, where Cameroon must leave and exit from Ambazonia and take all the military out of the British Southern Cameroon, called Ambazonia today. We want to thank America because after that announcement, we have seen so many countries on earth adjusting. Example, we have just seen a letter from the French Parliament asking the French government to look into the problem and also demanding the United Nations for a fact-finding mission, and citing that the people of France stand against gross human rights violations and that the people of France stand to respect human rights. In that the only reason why France is involved is because respect to human rights is a fundamentality of life, where each and everyone has to respect, and the people of France are not excluded. But we know this sheepish and shameless way of doing things, not only because they sat quiet during the past 3 years. They saw our people subjugated to impunity, torture, maiming, brutality, beating our people and raping our women and girls. But they saw everything and they were quiet. And now that America has spoken, every Jack and Jill, Tom and Jerry can now wake up and start to nick on and bake on like bees in the lost desert. Of course we know that. Of course. It's always been the case. You want to see America talk. When America speak, now you get up and then you start to feel like you are a hyena. When we know you are an antelope, you start to make as if you are a lion now, as if you can roar. When we know you crow like a cock, you now stand to make as if you can roar. When you know you perch like a deck. And of course, shamelessly, you can see the other countries now are standing up to say, yeah, stop gross human rights violations in Ambazonia. But you stood quiet when President Biya of La République du Cameroon was sending military actions to kill our people. I want to thank the President of the United States, President Donald Trump, for his wonderful stand according to Cameroon. I want to thank the President of America, the White House, for sending a letter to the Congress of America to sanction Cameroon aggregately. I would also want to thank the U.S. mission to the United Nations Security Council. I would also want to say the U.S. mission to the United Nations Security Council was part and parcel because of the people of Ambazonia that are suffering today. Because we have known over the past years, even the US has rubbished this US Security Council. Because in the past years, the US President Donald J. Trump has rubbished the UN, dormant and docility when it comes to human rights and security humanity. We also want to remind the US government that the same United Nations is still docile. The same United Nations is still dormant and passive when humans are subjugated to impunity. Because they are their clients, their business partners, and they know what they gain from them. They will not want to intervene. We want to let America and call the attention of America to say, we consider America as our United Nation. We consider America as our African Union. We consider America as the rule of democracy, the bedrock of accountability, the bedrock of good governance. We want to insist and continue to beg and plead on American government to stand as a mediator to end the war. We want to continue to stand with America to say, look, if we don't come to you, where can we go to? And we are seeing our president in America speak for itself. Our people are locked up in the borders in Mexico, in the borders in Latin America. You can see in Guatemala. Our people are littered everywhere around the world because they are running for their dear life. Because if you stay, you get killed. And every time when they look up, they see America. They see America as the goddess of humanity. We will want to continue to tell President Trump of America and the U.S. government, the U.S. Congress, the House of Representatives, the U.S. Californian Karim Bass, Mom, Mama, if we don't talk and call you Mama, who shall we call? Mama, if we don't call you, and you know your love for your fellow Africans, and we are one of them, and you know you took a mission to Cameroon, you went and you see the way they do their things. They want to implement and force on our people. You went there and you spoke, but you see they rubbish everything. The letters you took from the Congress, from the House of Representatives back to Cameroon, when you were leaving, President Biya of Cameroon trashed them in his garbage. So, ma'am, if we don't cry to you, ma'am, who shall we cry to? Ma'am, you see, it's not the issue of we can still stay together, ma'am. If somebody killed your children, if they rape you, ma'am, you are a mother to us. How do you think we, your children, can feel if you are being raped in front of us? And worst of all, ma'am, if you can imagine, if they put a bullet on your head, and we see you die miserably in our face, and we are your children, how do you feel that anyone who put a bullet in your head, we can have anything to do with that person again? Ma'am, Karim Bass, ma'am, we are a children, and we belong to our parents, and we see how our parents have been burnt in houses. Our grandmothers are burned down in houses. Our houses and properties are being burned down by Cameroon government military. We see crops are being burned down. Famine is coming. Our children are going to die hunger. And ma'am, there is no price left that our people have not paid. Ma'am, we have no houses. We have no way to go. Our people sleep under the trees in the bushes. Snakes have killed several of our people. Many people have died. Women have miscarriage in bushes. Children, infant mortality rate increases geometrically. Ma'am, Karin Bass, ma'am, that is the reason why we don't have anything to do with Cameroon again. Ma'am, it is a long psychological process. And if we remain with Cameroon, it means that our generation shall remain in that psychological blockage. Ma'am, it's about not on the solution, but lasting solution. Not on the physical solution, but psychological solution. In fact, cleanliness. Like we have to subjugate our people to a psychological cleaning. Screening, cleaning, all aspects. Ma'am, and that has to do with you don't want to talk with the killer of your children. To end that problem, ma'am. We want to thank the U.S. government for standing with us. We still believe that U.S. government have the final say. We will not take anything that comes from anywhere where U.S. government is not involved. And we want to let the U.S. government to know that U.S. government, please, You will not go and ask Switzerland to talk and mediate for us. Remember that President Biya of La Republique spent billions and billions of our natural resource money in Switzerland. How can you expect the Switzerland to stand for us when Biya and Cameroon are their patron, when they are their clients, they are tourists? How do you expect somebody who spent billions and billions of taxpayers' money to come and how can you expect Switzerland to talk from a neutral point when they know that if we have what we want, it means Biya will never have billions of money again to go and squander in Switzerland? America, that is why we believe that the ultimate solution will only come as you take your one and only stand without much listening to all countries like France, Switzerland that are not going to help. We have already picked up arms. And you know a people that have picked up arms to defend their people. As you know in the American Constitution, the Second Amendment, the right to defend your wife, the right to defend your children, and above all, the right to defend your life. The only life you have got. And I know America is so much about this defense. Because I know so much America fought for the war of independence and they achieved. And we know and we understand when the American estate sat down and said enough is enough, the king, the queen, you cannot say to us. We have to come back and with the 13th state of America and decide the fate of the people. The Adam Smith, the Thomas Jefferson and so on and so forth, they did the right thing. When you look at the preamble of the American Constitution, the bedrock of America, and we are so proud about it. We stand to say, U.S., you cannot let us, you can't abandon us. And we want to appreciate all the efforts. But we want to let the U.S. government to know that, please, take a unanimous solution. Do not look at other countries that failed, that have been buying standards, that cannot give us what we want as a people. Yes, America, we want to thank you for withdrawing the almost 700 U.S. Navy from Cameroon. We want to thank you for removing all your equipments, your jets, your copters, your military attires. Because those things have been used instead of fighting Boko Haram, they used to kill our people. To kill our people. They will aim bombs on our people. We want to thank the U.S. government for taking out those things. We also want to beg the U.S. government to support us. Give us enough weapons to defend our children and women and children and families. We want to thank the U.S. government. Give us enough weapons. Those weapons, if you take and go and keep, there we still go and take from France and the World Bank and buy more and come and kill our people. The best solution is that American government should take those military jets and put in Ambazonia and train our people to use those weapons to defend our children. Look, I speak now. I don't have a life. Because if I have a life in America now, but my own people are running in the bushes, I am not psychologically okay. So we want to beg America that enough is not taking out those weapons. Enough is not taking out the 17 billion military aid from Cameroon. Enough is taking out the 17 billion military aid from Cameroon and giving it to Ambazonia. Taking out the 17 billion military aid from Cameroon and giving out to the suffering innocent people of Ambazonia. Taking out the U.S. troops from Cameroon and bringing it to Ambazonia to assist our self-defense forces and train them with a code of conduct, train them in order to defend the nation and the state of Ambazonia. When you withdraw the U.S. military, the U.S. Navy from Cameroon, take it to Ambazonia to help to secure the life of the children that are being killed, to stop those bullets of La Republique on us. We beg on America to continue to stand with us. Maybe it is not every time you ask everything. Maybe you give us a possible referendum so our people can tell you without any bias, so they can go in their ballot boxes where they put what is from their heart. You know the ballot boxes. Somebody can come and say yes, 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 yes. In the ballot box they put no. We want referendum is the true test of our people. We are saying America as a mediator. We were begging that you mediate. Mediate and don't even come to force it on Cameroon that Cameroon, Ambazonia has gone. No. Let us follow democracy. Bring a ballot box. We are confident we know what we are talking about. Bring a ballot box. Let our people say yes or no. Let our people come and vote. If 1 million Ambazonians come and vote, let us see if majority come and vote that yes for one and indivisible Cameroon or no for only the new state of Ambazonia. If 5 million Ambazonians vote, let us see the majority what they vote. If they want, if you will not see 99% talking about the only ultimate goal, independence. You think you rape my sister, rape my mother, rape my family members, that I will come again and most of all, slaughter my uncle, slaughter my grandmother, kill my grandmother and burn the crops and food for the children for entire year. And you think I'm going to vote for yes, one and indivisible Cameroon? Not even a devil can convince the people of Ambazonia to do with anything with Cameroon again. So we are making that the faster we end this crisis, the better. So we beg on America to come to us. That point is clear. Next point. Fellow Ambazonians, congratulations. I want to thank you people so much for the job well done. So much for the job well done. Thank you so much, fellow Ambazonians. You are amazing. You are amazing. You are amazing. No people on earth has ever fought their independence in this short period of time and achieved all the things that you have achieved. So many times I have said, we are winning bigly and fatly. And some people come to ask me, how are we winning bigly and fatly? I insist today, we are winning tremendously, bigly and fatly. We have won the biggest winning in the century. No one has ever won anything like this. No one. Not even America conquered UK in this very fast speed. You understand? Not even Japan was able to fight the First World War and win in this speed. We won in every aspect of life, in all domains. Spiritually, we have taken people that have come to use Bible to steal from revolution, put them aside. Economically, we have sabotaged Cameroon to the lowest level. All the Cameroon institutions that they were using to scam our people and take our resources, we have grounded them. So we want to thank all Ambazonians for the big winning. We are winning bigly and fatly. In fact, the winning is tremendous. I can't even count it. I can't measure it. If you put it on the scale, it's going to break. So congratulations to all Ambazonians for being so resistive, resolute, very, 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 starting with a lot of tenacity. We want to thank you so much. Continue in that spirit. That's the spirit of freedom. Look, my people, you know, America was one like us. And when America was fighting for their independence, they were black legs, yellow legs, white legs, green legs, red legs, blue legs, all type of legs. You must understand when the estate come together. There are some people that wanted to betray the aspiration of American people. But the few Americans that were determined, they said no. No matter whatever you do with UK, they are not going to look back. That enough is enough. And behold, today, America is a great nation on earth. Look at Dubai, Qatar, look at countries on earth. We are not fighting to create any utopia or euphoria. We are fighting to create a nation that is reputable. A nation that will respect the human rights, good governance, and the rule of law. What a nation that will respect humanity. A nation that will give to children what children deserve. A nation that will give forth a good and quality education system. Good and quality education curriculum. Good and quality education board management. What a nation that will stand with common law jurisdiction and give fair justice to our people. What a nation that will build economy from scratch to something. What a nation that will have an economic growth of continuous, efficient economic growth. We want a nation that will stand and tell its people, enough is enough. We want a nation that will stand and tell the people, the suffering has ended. It is time to glorify the winning. It's time to reap the fruit of labor. We want a nation that will come and inspire our people for high productivity. A nation that will give employment to the children without bias. A nation that will give, that will support and promote merits. What a nation that will end bribery and corruption. We want a nation that will not have anything to do with tribalism, nepotism, and favoritism. We want a nation that will allow good environment for our children to participate and compete for quality results. We want a nation that will construct routes, build bridges, institution, public institution, private sector, assist private sector with a lot of subventions. A nation that will build good academic institutions, quality healthcare facilities as hospitals, medical facilities and medical training hospitals. We want a nation that will give good healthcare to our citizens. That's why we are fighting for a state of Ambazonia, because all these things can only be achieved if Ambazonia restored their lost state that was kidnapped by Cameroon. Fellow viewers and everyone around the world, we continue to beg for everyone to support our people that are in bushes today. You have got women down there suffering in labor, in pains in the bushes, finally giving birth, but then they need medical checkup or they need medical procedure. How will you expect a human being to give birth in the bush without any medical attention? And you know, some women, when they give birth to children, they have some time wear and tear that need medical attention. But then in the bushes, these facilities are not available. And that continues to raise the number of deaths, the number of people being, killed as a result of either the military action or lack of facilities that enhance health and life. So we continue to beg on people to support, to come and support and stand up with us at this time, because this is the most challenging period of our time. So we rely on America to act. So fellow brothers and sisters, I want to thank you all for standing there, for being there, and for continuing to be there. We also want to call on all Ambazonians to fight for the same goal: independence. Independence. And nothing more but independence. You know, when I look at our people today, there's one common goal, which is independence. We understand we have some factions in the struggle. But if the factions work as towards the same goal by staying on their own lane and achieving their own aspiration, I think that we shall arrive very fast. The spirit of competition will now come back. And then each and everyone will be fighting to see who take us to Boyer. At the end of the day, we all arrive there and our people decide in the ballot box which one fought the best. And if our people make mistake and take the one that didn't fight the best, of course, after 1 or 2 years, our people shall be going back to the ballot box to say, no, you did not do the right thing. Let us take this one. So I call on all fighters and soldiers in Ground Zero, respect the code of conduct. I call all fighters in Ground Zero to know anyone you fight in Ground Zero are your brothers and sisters. Respect them anyways. Respect them anyways. All of you fighting genuine cause, you shall be integrated to the public service. There's no way you're going to fight for independence and tomorrow you are not integrated into the public service that you fought for. So all of you, our nation is so big and huge. You don't even make up to 10% the labor force that we need after independence. Remember, we have almost 8 million people, and you know, if 8 million people talking about 10% of the 8 million people, we are already looking at 800,000. 800,000. So you know our military is not up to the 10% of the population. That means that you are all going to have jobs. No matter what. No matter what. There's no one that is defending homeland that will end up without a job. How can that happen? Besides, you are all youth. And all the youth of Amazonia, of course, trust me, like, you're going to have a life. So don't kill your brother because you are afraid of competition or anything or competition or whatever. No. Your own place is reserved. Follow the code of conduct and respect your brothers. They're going to give you backup. You can quarrel with your brother or you have disagreement with your brother, but if anyone tell you to take the life of your brother, don't do that. You will not only lose your salvation, but you will now become a target all your life. Remember, the truth cannot hide. It only takes time. Like now, if I go to the Facebook and try to show you a video here, you are going to be shocked. That's why the truth cannot hide. And I want you all to listen to this audio, to this video.
The guys who call themselves
Listen to this.
is very keen, okay, and I'm responsible for what I say. There is this trend that the guys who call themselves IG, they do is that if they have a disagreement with you, what they do is they contact the government and tell them where you are or where your camp is, and they invade you.
That's the IG.
That is what the IG, and that is like the reason that I don't want to be so quick to say it. That is how Ivor was killed. That is how General Ngoy was killed, and that's how most of the soldiers are being killed on the ground. When there is fighting between the groups, especially with the IG, it's like they have an informant there. What he does is he calls La Republique and tell them where the groups are, and then they go and attack the group. Or if the group is resisting to join their group, the IG group.
Yes.
That is what the IG does. And Chris Anu knows what I'm talking about. John Egiawa knows what I'm talking about. Sako knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, so let's move to our third question. In a previous communication, we talked about General Ivo dying without even having a gun. That was me and you when I was doing my investigations. You shared a lot of stuff with me. Share with our audience what you know about this issue.
I don't know how to start, but I think I owe this to Ivor's family and to his memory as a friend. Now, one thing I want people to know is that I'm not a political operative. Very few people know me because I'm never online. And I want to stay like that. I am just an Ambazonian like any other person who feels for his nation. And I want to go home and just hang out with the boys, you know, drink a beer or two and just live our lives, you know. Now, this is what actually happened. When we formed the AMF, we had a lot of problems going on between groups. So we brought the generals together and they started talking to each other.
Yes.
None of the group leaders loved that because the generals had stopped. If you notice, there was a period that before the AMF, just as the AMF started, there was no kidnapping, no ransom taking. So Ivor had a situation with General Commando of the IG.
Yes.
So what happened is they had confiscated weapons from ADF. And Ivor was asking for the weapons. So they brought it to the AMF and we were litigating it. So I called Commando. He was then in Ground 1. I hope all those, when I talk about Ground 1, they know what I'm talking about.
Yes, yes. Ground 1, I mean, for those who do not know, is Nigeria.
So what happened is IG had sent him to Ground 1 without the authorization of the Nigerian authorities or anything. So they just sneaked the boys across the border, which is a very dangerous thing. And the boys were just there waiting. And they told them they were going to get them weapons with the money they got from my trip to Boya. Okay? But they did not get them anything. They were there waiting.
Who was waiting? You mean Commando?
Yes.
Okay.
And so when Ivor brought the situation, I talked to Commando. Commando said, you know what? We thought Ivor's boys were coming to attack us, so we took their weapons. We're going to give it back to them. And they were
fellow brothers and sisters, so what we want to conclude from here is that you have seen now conspiracy coming. This Liberation TV, Theodore Ngomba, at the time when this incident happened, what was Theodore Ngomba saying? We have recorded audios and videos with Theodore Ngomba's this Cry Out TV. Now today, he sat in Cry Out TV shamelessly and he's been told how the issue with General Ivo was done. How many times did Theodore Ngomba accuse Dr. Cho Ayaba and Egopsis for the life of General Ivo Mba? Is it not so shameful that the same person who accused Egopsi for ignorantly and very innocently for the life of their own brave warrior, today you sat in TV and call somebody to, and the person came and speak the truth as it is? Is it not so shameful? The very same Liberation TV that was sabotaging Egopsi, doing a lot of evil things against Egopsi because of what they did not know, calling themselves investigative journalists. My ass! My ass! The same Liberation TV has caused chaos in the revolution. Destroyed the reputation of Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga. Tried to destroy Tabang Ivo. Tried to destroy Dr. Cho Ayaba. And today, the truth is like a candle. If you burn a candle and you put under the bed, your house is going to go on flame. Just like Liberation TV is going on the flame today. It's been a long time I haven't talked about Liberation TV. But Theodore Ngomba, the cousin of Tabitendo. Tabitendo is a senator of La Republique. And Theodore Ngomba, La Republique senator, Tabitendo is your uncle. And we know the games of federation that you are playing there. You come to weaken the Egopsi. When the Egopsi, you think that you are succeeding, then you go to weaken the other faction. That's what you do to level up and make sure that no one ever go there to bring independence. When somebody is already going there to bring independence, you put it down like that. We know what you are doing, but we want to change the mathematics, the formula. The quadratic formula has changed to, the quadratic formula that we have been using have changed to calculus formula. Yes, we are going to use the tangential, the cosecant. Yes, the cosecant and the cosinus, the tangential. We are going to use now the projectiles. No more linear equation or no more coordinate geometry, no more quadratic formulas. We have changed. The struggle has moved to a calculus standard. The last, we are going to the final push. We are now in the calculus formula. It's no more a linear equation or a quadratic equation where you think that we can use. No matter, we are using projectiles, momentum, the torque, you know, the pivots, the bullets, the AKs. We are using weapons. If our people can be killed without any defense, we would defend them. Somewhere we have read in the international book that you have the right to defend your children, defend your wife, defend your girls, defend your people. We see it in the international book. We did not write international book. We follow only what the international book of human rights say. Right to self-determination, right to self-defense. We don't create international law. In fact, we wonder why those international people are not even coming to protect us. Maybe because they say, no, you yourself have the right to defend yourself. Then we are picked up arm to defend ourselves. We said openly, we picked arm. Openly. Openly. It is in the American Constitution. Defend yourself. In the international human right, defend yourself. We did not write all these things. If we are saying the wrong thing, then blame it on the books of the international book of records. So this is the reality here. Theodore Ngomba, you are hypocrites. People even plan on impeaching other leaders in revolution. Is that how we came revolution, that you instead allow the enemy and go to fight to impeach your own people that are sacrificing? Is that what we have to do? It's so sad. So sad, my people. But then I call each and everyone, don't give up. Don't look back. That is part of the struggle. If the struggle does not struggle, or if the struggle does not have, time like that, then we are not going to go. By the way, I just round back from Brazil. For some people, they know when you go to Brazil, you go to a church in Brazil, and then you make pictures and videos, and then you come and say this is diplomacy. If I was that, this is what goes on in Brazil. What you see here is what goes in Brazil. That's what you see in Brazil. Yes, for people, if you don't know, that is what goes in Brazil. So let no one lie you that fool you or tell lies to you that when they go to Brazil, they, if I was in Brazil now, I go to a church and make pictures in the church in Brazil and come and show you that we have achieved where my could go and make pictures in Brazil and come and show you we have achieved diplomacy, and then you will believe. Brazil is known for two things on earth. Here, get it straight. One, Brazil is known for their human hairs. The human hairs from Brazil. Two, Brazil is known that the girls from Brazil have some sexy bodies. Sexy bodies. In fact, it is classified. When you look at the romantic nature of the earth, there are two countries. You see Brazil, you see Morocco, you see France. These are the people that anything concerning bedmatism. So people will go to Brazil to go and see these see sexy women, and then go to church the next day to pass confession, and then they make pictures, and then you believe. No, they only go to pass confession in the church for what they did with the sexy women. Don't argue with me. Am I not from Brazil? Am I not just from there? You want to argue with me? If you want to argue with me, go to Brazil, and then you will find yourself in the church the next day to confess, because you cannot resist. I am speaking from experience. Don't you not see me sitting? Look, what are you seeing on the screen? Don't you not see me on the screen sitting? What is this? What are you seeing beside me? I am telling you from experience that if you go there, you cannot resist this. So if you see me in the church and the next day I'm going to confess my sins for touching these women and feeling them, it's not as if I've gone for diplomacy in Brazil. I want to go to church to confess that God, forgive me, I have sinned. Forgive me, I have seen what I'm not supposed to see. Forgive me, I have touched it. Forgive me, I have. That's what people go to do in church. And then they are praying over them in Brazil, and then you say they went for diplomacy. How can you go diplomacy in the church? For God's sake, where did independence ever came from church? David that fought Goliath, did David fight independence from the church? David did not go to church to kill Goliath. How do you want to go to church? Can the church ever give us bullets? No. Somebody go to church and make pictures and say, oh, they have gone to church to. Sometimes Ambazonia, sometimes I don't even understand why. I don't even understand sometimes how do I get to be watching this video? Who is that here? Who is saying how to watch me? Let me send you. Brodus Charles, you don't even supposed to watch me. Look at what I do to you now. Send to Satan. Block. God. Satan. Idiot. You think that I want followers? I want followers I can pay here. If I put just maybe $5, I have 1,000, 2,000 viewers. You think that's my problem? I lack money? If I remove one of this, I can advertise the platform for 10 years. Just a small one, I can advertise for 5 years, the platform, and having 1,000 every day. So it is not about followers, about what we are putting down for our people, the foundation, the way education is being done to our people. Let people not go to Brazil and come back here and begin to fool you. David did not find independence from the church. David was a son of God. You thinking that you are more son of God than David? Who took bow and arrow and fight? Are you not the one who tell the world that it was not time for Ambazonia to defend the women and children? When our children and women were being killed and raped, you say it was not a time to defend them. You say, in fact, these people were against international human rights. You joined Cameroon to say people cannot defend themselves, and say it was not the time. I remember. And then somebody stood up and see ADF went and destroy colonial masters, and you write a letter of condolence letter to Cameroon. You wrote a letter to Paul Biya, condolence letter to Paul Biya, because ADF has sent colonial master to Satan. And today you are standing now saying that we should take arms. Some things that we do as human beings, we shall pay for. Salvation, thank God, is personal. For anything we do as a leader, if you make mistake to lead the people, you will pay for accordingly. How can we even explain that we wrote a letter of condolence to La Republique because ADF has killed a terrorist colonial master? And now today you stand now and you are fighting to become the leader of war. The same strategy that you refused, rejected, and wrote a letter to Biya and sign. And today you want to run to become a leader of war when you were against it. And people are yet, some of these leaders, all of them, not even some, they married to Cameroon, to Francophones. You will let your own people that are Anglophones went and married Francophones, as they told you that Francophones have different type of private parts that you cannot find in Ambazonia. Of course, the private part does speak French. That is how some of you got your jobs in La Republique, and we are wondering, some of those leaders you used to work for La Republique, you are part of CPDM. You are part of CPDM, and today your women are from Cameroon. How will you not take federation? When your blood, your intestine is La Republique, how will you not be taking special status? Some of you think you are fools. Let me tell you that the guns and bullets are not only for La Republique. Anyone that destabilizes the territorial integrity of us, you are a threat to our humanity and human coexistence. Our right to self-defense is not limited in any way. We have to protect our people for better and for worse at any level. A threat to our people is a threat to humanity, and we cannot keep that. You have leaders that have married Francophones, and now they are dealing with you. No doubt, some their women, you will never see their women out. You have never seen their women talking anything about the revolution. But when you look at Dr. Cho Ayaba, Liz Ayaba, you know her. You look at Chairman Benedict Kwa, you know Mom Messi. You know how they are very active. Donation, fundraising, you see it happening. Have you ever seen the woman of Sako Samuel in anything in the revolution? For Seseku's wife, we used to see Seseku's wife. We saw Seseku's wife. Seseku's wife was part of the struggle. Have you ever seen the woman of Chris Ano in the revolution? Because she don't want to expose, she is a francophone. They speak French. Have you ever seen the woman of Sako talking for revolution? How can you be talking for revolution and your woman cannot? The woman that does not understand that the fruit of the womb is being killed in Ambazonia, is that a woman? Is part of the oppressor. Those are people that send information to Yaoundé directly, and they come to kill our soldiers, and you are wondering why. They use those women to pass the information to La Republique to come and destroy the ADA forces and other forces they don't believe in. Look at how they destroyed Sokadev today. Wipe Sokadev out. Pay some of the generals of theirs to burn down Sokadev militias and bake them in bread, in ovens. Have you ever seen the wife of Chris Ano? Have you ever asked yourself where's the wife of Chris Ano at? Where's the wife of Bishop John Iguana? You think that they are all gay? They are not gay people. Even if they are gay people, where are their partners? We have no problem with gay people. Where are their partners? Have you ever seen? Because their partners are all Francophones. Their partners are all French Cameroonese. Those are their partners. Whether they are gay, lesbian, or they are married to women, everything, their partners are all Francophones. And that's why you will never see their partners in media. You will never see their partners talking about a revolution. Because their partners, as a faithful wife, as they are faithful husbands, they are making sure that they must put their women in order. They must put their husband in order, not to destabilize their nation. How do you think? How many of you point your wife's family with the left hand? Can you ever speak back to your wife's mother? Can you ever speak back to your wife's father? Don't you not think that those women also have parents that are giving advice to their daughters to tell these useless leaders that you have abroad? And you are saying you want independence. You want independence, but you go and choose leaders that are married Francophones. And then you think they want to separate. Let me tell you, as we are fighting to separate, they are building it back. And that's why we have lost soldiers. You hear now, soldiers are talking. People are talking now and speaking the truth. Fellow brothers and sisters, we don't survive, we don't take care. I am calling each and everyone to crash your eye, wash your eye and see. Open your eyes. See the reality. We wonder why there was a lot of tribalism in the revolution. Look at the southern zone. I can say here, I am not a tribalistic man. Southern zone is dead. Wake up. If Ekema was buried in northern zone, I'm telling you that as I am speaking now, Ekema's corpse could have been But we want to send soldiers to Southern Zone. You saw what happened to our soldiers in Southern Zone. Not only will they kill General Ivo, they wiped out Sogadev, wiped out all forces of other groups, so that Mafani and his team, Mbela Mokichas, Eris Ngolengole, and the poor Tasong can now sponsor their red dragons that they can control. And now, election will be taking place in Libya. And now the Republic plan to make election in Libya because they have, if Paul Tasong is sponsoring Free Marshal and the Red Dragon. Who is Paul Tasong? You see, they are married to Francophones. And now they are using their powers now to sponsor defense forces. You can now see. Today, anyone that wants to organize election in Ambazonia, go and dig your grave first. As we are speaking, the house of the SDA parliamentary leader, Honorable Joseph Mbandam, the house of Joseph Mbandam has been burned down to ashes. And this is what I'm talking about here. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. Any man who don't know, look at this. This is the house of Honorable Joseph Mbandam. This house has been sent to see Satan. When I say something has been sent to see Satan, please understand from today. Anything that has been sent to see Satan means that he has been sent to hell. So look at this. He has been sent to Satan. Look at this is the house of Honorable Joseph Mbandam. He has been sent to ashes. Ashes. When we tell you to leave La Republic, you don't want to leave. This is your house. Honorable Joseph Mbandam, you now see what the civilians were going through. You live in the house enjoying life. House of Honorable Joseph Mbandam. He now understands what the people were going through over the years. He even had the money to build this house. When our people are living in caves and they are being burnt. Now he can understand what our people are going through. People elected you, you took the money, build your house, and then you don't even want to talk for the people. Just your mouth. Simple. People elected you for you to be able to earn this money, earn this life. And you don't listen, you think people don't have monopoly. The very same energy the people used to vote you, they have used the same energy to destroy this. In fact, Honorable Joseph Mbandam had this house because of the people. Without the people, Mbandam could never have had this house. So the people have destroyed what they gave him. Simple like this. He now see what the people are going through. And I am speaking right now. The mayor of Kumbu, Mayor Njong Donatus. I think that fire is consuming the house of Njong Donatus as I'm talking right now. Let me see the text messages for confirmation of this. Confirmation, breaking news coming from Bui. We are getting information that the mayor of Kumbu, that the house is in flame because there was serious gunshot this evening at the area. I reply, hello bro, his house in fire? And he say, yes boss, total confirmation tomorrow morning because here is 2:53 a.m. And now, this is a commander that is, this ADF general talking to me. This ADF general that is reporting to me. He said he's going to confirm tomorrow. This means these allegations. The ADF general has not said it 100% that the house has been inflamed. But he said there was a lot of gun battle around the house of Myonjong Donatus of Kumbu. Bros, you can contact me. What's up now? I'm trying to... Okay, good and fine. Maybe you are still having this. Okay, fine. So I'm going to talk with the general later and see what is going on. This ADF general in Bui. I want to thank the people of Bui also. I want to thank the people of Bui also for standing with their soldiers because this week is a wonderful week. We have seen the people of Bui share some good stuff. In fact, Christmas has not started. But the people of Bui has already given a lot of good stuff to the restoration forces, to ADF forces, thanking the ADF force for the wonderful job that they are doing to secure the land. So I want to thank the people of Bui for standing with their ADF forces, standing against all odds, standing against all. You can see on your screen here. You can see already on your screen that the people of Bui are so united and standing beside their the Restoration Force is the ADF. So this support was made to the people of to the ADF by the people of Bui. You can see there a lot of good stuff, food, sodas for them to be drinking as they are in the bushes. A lot of dust this time around. You can see they give them cartoons of somehow something like bullets and so on and so forth. So we want to thank the people of Bui for this wonderful support, as diaspora is struggling very, very, very hard to destroy the integrity of Bui. The people of Bui shame diaspora and say they stand with their soldiers. And you can see soldiers there. Look at that. You can see what the soldiers are holding, AKs and so on and so forth. So manwe no no inono, manwe no no ego no, and manwe inono today ego no. And if you know, good and fine. So thank you so much, ADF Buis. Thank you so much, the people of Bui, for standing with your children. So far so good. Also, we had a case last week. No, before I go, I want us to have a sense of humor. I want us to have a little sense of humor. This one is a little sense of humor before we go. This case here, I don't know. This is a little sense of humor. Who on earth can make this type of... What is this? This looks like a traditional native doctor. This is... What type of tailoring is this? What are we living in 17th century or we are in 21st century for real? What is this? How can somebody have the legs like a 1 inch of legs, and then you have the top 5 meter tall in the from the abdomen to the head, and then your leg is 1 inch? How can this be like this? What type of dressing is this, by the way? You are wearing this, you wear the suit, you wear the tie, you wear the chain, you wear like... What type of dressing is this? What type of dressing code is this on the screen? I don't even know. This guy called Mark Nzukwekolek, or how you call him, Mark Nzukwekolek. What type of dressing is this? If I am from so and I dress like this, they say Banso man like for dress like a traditional doctor. This is a herbal tailor, a native tailor or herbalist tailor. I don't even know. But what is this type of dress? How can you call? Look, is this a woman or a man? You don't have canas. If I wear this type of pants, what I carry here, look, my people, what I'm saying. You see me here. You don't see what is here. You don't see this is a man. I don't have a touch. This is not a touch. This is a man. This is a man here. It's a man. This is a man I have here. Man. I stand like flat like this on the screen. Yeah? When you look at me stand here, you don't see. Look. Look. You see this? This is a man. This is a man. Man here. I don't sell Nikes. I don't have a Nike shoe in my here. This thing you can see here is a man. Can you see? That is a sign of a man. And then somebody stand there and this thing is flat like a what? What is? How can I explain that? That somebody stand here like this with a big stomach and this thing is flat like plank. Is that a woman inside or what? We have to call the tailor. We have to sue the tailor and the owner of this clothing brand, because they have come to create, to distort the human existence. In fact, this man inside this thing doesn't look like a human being anymore. This man does not look like a human being anymore. This thing has distorted his face. This could have been a very handsome boy, but because he wears something that looks like a masquerade. Look now, this type of dressing here has made him to be like a masquerade. Look. This type of dressing cannot be allowed in the new nation. How can we fight to be sexy people of 21st century and somebody want to go back to 17th century? Yeah? When they talk about wearing coat, let me show you coat. For people who don't know where to be coat, make I show you where to be coat. Make person no come here begin talk saying I don't know where to be coat. So when they talk about coat, and somebody wears something like this and you call it coat, what is this? Suit? What is this? This is kur. Kur. This one is called Cuuul. Kur. This is not, what is this? When they talk about suit, let me show you people suit. This is what is called This. Do you see this? This is a suit. This is something of value. Look at that. This is a suit. Something that costs $2,500. One. When they talk about suit, this is what they call a suit here. Wedding. You want to go for a wedding. Something like this. See the tie. Something like this. This is called a suit. Somebody go and wear something there, I don't know. Do. All of these things are new. They talk about a suit. Something like this is called suit. You see the way it is? Tie. Like this. Look at the inside. Look at the vest. Check. Design way in Turkey. And somebody will make something here like a native doctor. And somebody stand and wear this and you call it a suit. Look at that. This can make my children to be scared. Yeah? This is the type of clothing that makes children to not sleep in the night. Yeah? My son is at the age of 12. If my son see this type of suit, my son cannot sleep. My son will not sleep if my son see this type of dressing. Yeah? We can't be in a nation where people wear this type of thing. If my son at the age of 12 see this thing, he will not sleep. This man look like a masquerade now. He look like a masquerade. If you take this man now and put in my sugarcane farm, not even a bird can steal sugarcane, or not even an animal can eat from my sugarcane. If you take this man and put in garden egg farm, no one can steal a garden egg. Because now this is a human being now that created like a masquerade. We have to not allow this type of things to happen. People should not be allowed to dress and look like a masquerade. This man has distorted human face. He created a masquerade because of the clothing. If you don't know how to make clothes, get a mentor. Let us mentor you. I send you to my designer in Turkey. He teaches you how to make a suit. Please tell the owner, if you see the owner of these clothing brands, I need to sue the owner and sue the for distorting this human body. This man is created in the image of God, but this clothes has made him to look like a masquerade. This is my point. We cannot allow our people to dress like masquerades. When you dress like masquerade, people from Nigeria are loving you. They are better with agbada. In fact, when this man wear agbada, he's beautiful. This man, we advise him to go back to agbada. Wear agbada, wear African dress is good for him. Don't try to wear Western man dress when you don't even know the dressing code of Western man. This thing look like a masquerade now. This is a handsome man. Now you look like a medicine. Now this is a herbalist now, instead of being a young boy. Yeah? What type of girl picking can go and marry this man? If you are a girl, can you marry the man that dress like this? Look, look, his private part is empty. Nothing is there. If you married him, what are you? Look, that point don't pass. Me will go for another chapter. Okay, my part we don't die. No,
Good afternoon and welcome to Douala, specifically here at the military hospital in Bonanjo. We are at the mortuary, and the major information here is we confirm to you that the mayor of the Boya City Council, Patrick Ekema Esunge, is dead. That is the major information that we have here. Family members have been trooping in to see for themselves this shocking news that has arrived in the Boya municipality this morning. As a matter of fact, the corpse is directly behind us at the mortuary, the hospital mortuary here, and he was coming all the way from Boya. Family sources confirmed to us that he died of cardiac arrest. And
water ekema wedende. So the leadership of the Ambazonia Governing Council, Dr. Cho Ayaba, has also said that anyone that collaborates with the Republic, sorry, maybe the spokesman of ADF used to say that we have to charge those people. No, there's no charges now. How do you charge for people who have killed your own people? Do you want them to take money from the Republic and pay and still leave? The only charge they shall have is to see Satan. Easy. The only charge to be given to enablers now is send them to Satan. This is the charge. Because if you ask for money, Cameroon will pay. No. We can ask for money. Cameroon will pay and keep making us as slaves. They are all going to see Tasatan. And I hope that point is clear. So henceforth, any enabler, you are going to Tasatan. Any enabler that is in Tasatan, you are going. Point clear. Hope that point is clear. Second point. The ADF in Bui are still calling for the freedom of all their commanders. We are still calling for Sharjah. Yeah, I'm not even supposed to say anything here. The early the better for you. The early for you the better. The early the better, brother. The early the better. It's not everything that I have to say from my mouth. So that point is gone. Boom. Like you free or you don't free. But the people of Bui, you already show your support for ADF, and we know you are behind the ADF. You spoke silently. We know you are afraid to speak because you know the same Sharjah will use guns on you. But your support for ADF silently has brought a lot of shocking waves across the entire Bui. We now know you are with us. But don't worry. As much as you can't speak, the way we fight La Republic that make you not to speak, we know what to do. The fufu, when we cook, they must chop. And when we put for their mouth, they must swallow. Point clear. I also asked Vekovi to release all the commanders in Wainama. Let me deal with my commanders. Point for now. Vekovi should release all the Wainama commandos that they took more than 2 months from me. If those commanders have problem with my civilian, let civilian tell me. So I am asking Vekovi for the last time, free Commander Rene and others. Let them come back to their areas. If the forces in Wainama have problems, let the people of Wainama solve their problems. Is that not why we are fighting with La Republic? That if the people of Ambazonia have problems, allow the people of Ambazonia to solve their problem in Ambazonia, and then you come from Vekovi and take generals from Wainama and take it to Vekovi. Like, you are acting exactly like a colonial master. You go to the constituency of Kapo, kidnap him from his people and take him to Bui. Is that not the same thing that is being done in Cameroon and Ambazonia, that they take our people from our land and take it to another place? Are you not the one who said that people should fight in their own place, in their own villages, in their own counties? So why will you come now and kidnap other people from their own places where they have been fighting and take it to your own place? Now you are a colonial master. We are saying enough of that shit. We are not people who just turn around and call La Republic to come and kill again our very same people. Not because we don't know we can do that. We know your leaders have done that to us several times. But we are telling you, just free and let our people go. Allow our commanders, let us solve a problem of our commanders. Tell us the problems. Yes, no one is perfect. If they have problems, no one is perfect, and we know, let us solve the problems. If they have a problem, let us sit with our communities and civilians and solve the problem. You act like a colonial master when you come and arrest a general. You did not even employ them. You didn't. So why are you arresting the person you don't? And then the worst is that you arrest and then you come and install your own general. Is that not assimilation? Because you want your own ideology to be promoted. That's part of colonialism. You want to colonize them, assimilate them, to preach your own identity, your own ideology. You act exactly like a colonial master. And that must end. That must end. That must end. Bui. The people of Bui. Speak to that Commander Sharjah, because you will cry. And when you cry, I will close my ears. I will not listen to you. Because Momsui ben. Wiramoyo ya king. Jay amoa yijay. The king jay yijay. Kiyo yikoibe. Wire Bui myong benji. Even the last team kitaven. But when you came out, what did they say? But I want to see why you more in you more too. I can walk a little parky big walk back walk. I'll some of them and the lads of Bobu make a modes of Savo. After we will drop with walk walk. Ulo walk away, be old Jabubu, who pie bubu. Bubu will even good pies at work. Some Swivenji and the lad team, he name on doing Gishia above and Coloton. The one was another. But I'll see why you more eating him more too. But I've been ladder laying just see why you more taking him more too. Well, but if it's not been a week too, you are even vain to vain. But if not been a sea war, you more sir, in been a head, Ikalanki, in very why you can to vain. Young Kinland Benevis and Lamp, even when KG vendra ya shaja ishaja withdraw if fraud soja be korin bo shaja vendra mo dobe ya gansi gene so lo enta satan ufu ningi jung de wona jung bar kinyoka ukwa komanda ki ukomu labe kolone masa wala when the ba soja wole ji ADF training one a training very one quick virgin to you in the bar what quick for netu for mofan hi ngorong unangiri training one draw one men lo team to you in the bar one yellow you in the bar ta one in a fee for one queen at the bar tav ADF the tower bui that's a king kinyukin isengar fonsodu de chuwainver chuwai valun kia de linga de lemi chuchoro o melin fen bamsa sansai gara de sansai su yifon aida wutim una wiri obo kimbo ke fon kikemu awun de gansa de sansai fon be kimbo de lin su yima shaja ayen mu fon so yo dan sai so be ya lei kiwo mo de sisi because ma mendel medero vele ga mendel merori wansa yafu ni ngijung ben Elvis una brando ne weak corrupt wa asa yafu ni ngijung mo be training ngo brando una Elvis adre kimbangtin awi corrupt wa mendel me mirror venga before we kinja de benasilo ina ta satan my people God bless una una day for him United Linoman said that Vela, you need to be invited for bilingualism commission. You know, say if I did for anything with the Republic, you know what I would do. I think that I would die that day. Bom kulom tum bam wira for long yakam coming. Bom kutum kam yibam wi for long in. If they invite me for the Republic anything, you know that I'm a dead man because I will just hold somebody from the neck. It's just like Dr. Cho Ayaba said one time that imagine him sitting in any dialogue or negotiation table face to face with beer. Dr. Ayaba say if he ever sit face to face with beer, Dr. Ayaba said he would never ever sit with beer in any negotiation. That's why he said last time that there are people like Carson Anyangwe. He said there are even people like Dr. David Makongo. He cited even people that are not AGOPSs that can sit and negotiate. That he as a revolutionary will not sit for any negotiation or that. He said that. He said we must negotiate from a position of strength, but it doesn't mean that he himself will be there. Dr. Ayaba has mentioned it clearly. I believe in that leader. And I love Ayaba Cho Lucas. He's very, very, very great man. Fellow brothers and sisters, Liberation TV is back. Some people say that Liberation TV was already stopped. There was no bills. We are not paid. What are you talking about? I am trying to see how we can raise a satellite TV and you are telling me about Liberation TV. When I'm even seeing how we can put a satellite TV in some months ahead of time. The AGOPSI TV will come. And when the TV comes, we are changing narratives. You think that you have monopoly of power? No. So, we want to let it clear. If you are still keeping ADM weapons, this is almost the last call for you. You have just few more weeks. The year is ending. The new policies of AGOPSI kick from January 1st. As from January 1st, the ADF go in full action. ADF has been recognized internationally. Dr. Cho Ayaba has been recognized as a gun leader of Ambazonia internationally. As from January 1st, 2020, the ADF kick in full action. If you are still keeping any knife or any small thing of ADF, just return it and you will live long. Just return it. If you are, I say, even a spoon of ADF, just go and return it. It's time for everything. I shall do another talk show for this. If you are keeping any gun or bullet or anything, in fact, if you took bullets of ADF and use it, confess about the bullets. We understand the bullets. Come and confess that, forgive me for I used the bullet. Forgive me for I did this. Forgive me for I didn't respect ADF code of conduct. But this is your gun. Take your gun, please, and forgive me. You have only few weeks to the end of this. In fact, you have only 2 more weeks left. For the 2 more weeks that are left, the time is yours. The time is now for you. In 2020, ADF goes 1st January to full scale. You have been laughing about Peace Project, Contender Project, laughing about Party. Well, don't worry. We know what we have. When they give some few acres to somebody like Shaja, you think you have conquered the whole world. Wait for it. We know what we carry. When you have big canas, any woman that passes in front of you, you look the woman but like this, like, yo, what's up? Like, can we read the Bible? You know, when you have canas, even the thick woman come, you talk to thick, even if you are skinny like me, you are still like, you know, you're like, what's up, girl? Come on here, what are you doing? Like, who are you calling girl, man? Like, because you think I'm skinny, huh? So we know what we got. We know what our canas are in ground zero. So we are saying that before 2020 kick in, the first day of 2020, return any ADF thing that you have. Don't look us to be skinny like this. We carry canas. We don't care how you look like, whether big, huge, or small. We don't care. Just return the ADF weapons and live longer. The message is clear here. Last but not the least, we have called all parliamentarians, mayors, councillors, please resign. You will live longer. You shall be good. You shall be good politicians. Aren't you not politicians because of Ambazonia? How do you not think that you will not be? In fact, some of you have good relationship with communities and us. And if you resign now, you even have the love from the communities. Imagine you resigning and starting with your people. After independence, the people shall vote you bigly and fatly. But now imagine you. Your house is being burnt because you refuse to resign. Let me tell you here in the speaker that even after independence, the people will have the memory of your house was burned down because you refused to resign. When you allow and your house is being burned down, it sends a psychological impulse to your people that tomorrow your opponent will use that to preach against you. Your opponent now will be, oh, people remember the time when this grandmother was killed, you did not resign. The time when this social person who voted for you was killed, you refused to resign. People will now come and cite the names of everyone that were killed and blame it on you. Trust, this is the truth. That's how politics will be run in Ambazonia. For any politician who refused to resign, for the dead people in your village, they will put it on your head. And no one will want to see you. And I don't even know if you are going to leave after independence. Because there's always some cleaning. After every independence, the people have the right to clean their nation. You might be one of the people that will be put in garbage. You don't want to be put in garbage like they do in China. They will call you as corruptors, tribalistic people, and enablers. You shall be clean after independence because you will not destroy independence and you want to enjoy independence. They are going to clean you. But the time is now. The time is now. The time for you to take action is now. Resign. Resign. Write letters of resignation and put it there. Your life is worth your life. You have one life. Look at the house of Honorable Mbadam has been burned. The house of Myeonjong, as I see now, it might be burnt. So I have spoken and I said, please, all of you people that are still part of Cameroon, this is the last time for you to make heads while the sun shine. We are no more dressing you as honorable members. Honorable my ass. Instead of addressing Mami Api as Honorable Mami Api, I come to address a terrorist like a La Republic parliamentarians. Like Buba. Buba is a terrorist in Jakiri. So I go to address Buba as Honorable my ass. When I should have been addressing Dr. Christian that was killed in Jakiri. Dr. Christian is the Honorable that was killed in Jakiri. That's Honorable. Sam Sawyer is Honorable. Mami Api, Honorable. Pa David, Honorable. Akum Julius, Honorable. All our people in jails, honorable and heroes. And any La Republic terrorists, parliamentarians, they are all terrorists. The message is clear. No more appellation of honorable in front of their names. No more. Terrorists, when you see them, terrorist Tabitendo, terrorist Buba, terrorist this. That's how you call them now. No more terrorist this, terrorist parliamentarian, terrorist mayor. That's how you call them. So the people of the Southern Zone are called upon to tighten their seatbelt. Southern Zone is becoming a little bit colonized, but we are winning bigly and fatly. we shall win and win and win, and after this we shall go down there, and when we go down there, we shall go and wipe out any enabler that is still down there. It's our duty to secure homeland and make sure that no one come and take. We shall clean everything. We know that our forces have been targeted in Southern Zone. The Republic, of course, collaborate with your women. Those of you that married, all those leaders are from Southern Zone. Show me a leader from Northern Zone that is married to a Francophone. Show me which one. I'm proud to say this. When the revolution started, even any gay friend I ever had from French rule, people have no idea what I had in Yaoundé. I have $1 million business investment. I mean, multi-million franc CFA investment in Yaoundé. You have no idea. You have no idea what I abandoned in Cameroon. If you know what I abandoned in Cameroon, sometimes I just talk. People look at me my age and say, "Oh, it's a lie. You can't do this." I just laugh. If you know what I was building a school in Yaoundé from kindergarten to high school. I remember about 2 weeks ago, somebody come and ask me, "Oh, what did you do to that land? The land that you were doing cartography, survey. What did you do to the land?" I say, "My ass. Is the land? Can the land bring back my people to life? Would I value land in Yaoundé more than the life of my people? No. We have sacrificed. After independence, when you know what some of us have sacrificed, we will show it in everything on papers so you can know. Pull out land titles and show you and say, look, do you see this? We abandoned this land for our homeland. I don't have any regrets. And besides, if I want to have land compensation tomorrow, when we fight and arrive, what we shall do is that any land that was owned by a colonial master, we own it. And as a colonial master to come and attack me, you have balls. Any land that was bought by a Kema Patrick, we shall confiscate it, give it back to the people. Any land owned by Okaila Bilai or whether call Okada Bilai or Lele L'Afrique, all colonial masters, all the land that are owned by this, we shall confiscate them all. It will compensate. One of them will compensate my land in Yaoundé. Don't blink. What am I blinking for? When I know that when we arrive, everything negotiated settlement. When we say negotiated settlement, means that some of us that have properties in Yaoundé, that will be part of negotiated settlement. All of you that have medical bills to pay, don't worry. Don't even bother. Don't even sleep, and don't sleep because of your medical bills. If you are a victim of this war and you have medical bills in Shishong BBH, don't worry. It is part of negotiated settlement. Medical bills will be taken care of. We have almost 40 million in Shishong Hospital, 40 million in BBH. Don't worry, I tell soldiers, don't worry. I call the hospital and tell the hospital, listen, we shall arrange it. Don't worry. It is part of negotiated settlement. We have that as priority. I want to thank the management of Shishong Hospital for understanding with me. I spoke with the leaders of Shishong Hospital, the Reverend Sisters, and I told them, look, listen, the hospital have been in the land for so many years. Now these things have come, war has come, our people are suffering. I've also had a lot in my money, and I want to thank the Shishong Hospital because those Reverend Sisters are holy. Those Reverend Sisters have done the best. I know sometimes they've used their own private money too. But I assure them that they should not worry about these bills. They will be paid. They will be paid. It's part of negotiated settlement. They don't pay, then I'm dead. If they don't pay, Ambazonian government will look into it. When we arrive, the elected government will set up those things in the negotiated settlement in one way or the other. So don't blink. I told the hospital that. And I want to thank Shishong Hospital for the continuous accommodation of our people. I want to thank them so much for that. There's a lot that is coming. Independence will be known. Some of these hospitals that are offering services to our people will be awarded big medal. Don't worry. There's time for everything coming. We are seeing everything. Our eyes is everything in Amazonia. Tang Motengeni. Acha. You know, all these big hospitals that are helping our people. Don't worry. After independence, some of these hospitals you will understand that we fought for a nation. Cameroon government has never given you anything. Well, until we achieve independence, we shall improvise and renovate those hospitals because they help our people. The first thing we will do is the hospitals that are in our land already running, that respected the norms of the land. We shall make sure that first of all those hospitals are functioning very well, because our people will need immediate, continuous health care. Before we are looking into putting up whatever, those hospitals we will make sure that they are running very bigly and fatly to rehabilitate our people and bring our people and take care of people. That is needed immediately as soon as possible. There is a lot coming that we cannot speak it out in the public now. Hospitals and clinics in Ambazonia, don't worry. You are on the right path. Take a sheet and write everything electronically and physically. Keep in your own book of records. Everything will be settled after independence. We shall only stress them. Make sure that everything, like we say, names of soldiers, where they come from, everything will be settled. I am a human rights person. I own a charity organization, and I understand justice is given to what is his or her due. Somebody. So you will have clear justice. And guess what? If we don't settle you have the right to sue Ambazonia government. And I myself will assist you in doing that. So don't worry, treat our people, treat them. Treat them. We have a plan for you. Hospitals across Ambazonia, don't worry. You shall become rich tomorrow. I'm telling you, you shall be right. You shall be rich, bigly and fatly. We will not only settle you based on how much, but there will be somehow some recognition and some appreciation. Some recognition and some appreciation will come for that. So this is to all entire healthcare of Amazonia. Of course, before the year runs out, I will address all the hospitals in Amazonia. We also have a talk show coming on Wednesday and Thursday. One of the talk shows will be addressing the people of Amazonia. One of the talk shows will be addressing the people of Amazonia, and one of the talk shows will be advice, general advice to the Ambazonia Defense Council and Ambazonia Governing Council. So this will be a general advice, public advice. And then after that, we have secret and private advice coming up. That one will be given to you before 2020. I don't want to put in the last week of 2020 because I think that our leaders will be making speeches towards that time. So I want to do it 1 week, next week, and then, give room for a lot of activities. Also, I will also be giving, towards the last week, I will also make one speech, which is the end of year speech. I will do that in Liberation TV for the people. So I want to thank all of you people, all Mandelas. Don't forget, Mandelas, you have an extraordinary meeting that has been called by yours, Amber Queen Erica Zara. Amber Queen Erica Zara summoned all Mandelas. All Mandelas are called in the house to attend a meeting coming up Wednesday, 7 p.m. Amber time. It's an extraordinary meeting where we have to sit and talk about our our adopted maybe New Year is coming. Maybe we have to adopt our New Year resolutions and maybe look into our treasury, or there's a lot of things to discuss. We have some money too. Before the year runs out, we want to know how to do with this money that we have. Also, I don't know, Erica have some reason for calling the meeting, but also in my own part, I don't want to be keeping the money. I want the money to go for use immediately. I want the money to go to action immediately too. The money is not meant to be kept in the bank account and so on and so forth. So the money has to go to action also, please. I will be begging on Mandela to look into all the monies that I have in the treasury so that we can empty our treasury before the end of the year and put it in action. Because remember, from the 1st of January, ADF go into the new policies of full action. And the new policies are going to be far-reaching. So we want to make sure that before that time, they have enough to go. So we are going to unleash all the money that we have, everything is going right. And also I have also a project coming up. My organization have a project coming up for the people, to feed thousands of people. Within the first 2 months of January, my organization have a charity mission to Nigeria and I think Ghana to feed our refugees. So I will be opening up my charity organization in that respect to donate a lot of bags of rice and food and so many things. My organization will also be working hand in hand with, of course, the institution which I belong, AGOC, ADF, to make sure that we send our support to our people down there. So in that respect, I am also budgeting a sum of $1,000, if I'm not mistaken, $1,500, $1,000. It could go up to $2,000, which is 1 million francs CFA, that I am also pulling out from my private funds also for that. And for the Jakiri too, I have $1,000. I am still waiting to make the money full because Jakiri commanders need to be back, but they need to have AK. So in that case, I call the sons and daughters from Jakiri to reach out to me, the sons and daughters from Jakiri. Let us see how we can fill this AK and give to our commander, our general. So that is how the year is going to look like, and New Year is going to look a lot of tremendous and fruitful, harvest coming up by 2020 is a year of harvest. 2020 is a year of harvest. So I declare 2020 as a year of harvest. We are going to harvest a lot because we planted over the past 2 years. Remember the things I've said in the past that will happen in 2019, and you have all seen them happening. So that is called being very focused with a lot of stamina in what we are fighting for. So a lot of those things that come. So 2020 is a year of harvest. We shall harvest a lot. There's going to be harvest. I'm telling you, folks, you don't know, but 2020 is a year of harvest. So we shall be harvesting a lot. So to anyone that is here, I want to thank all of you people for coming. Let me see if I can clean the house before we go. I'm cleaning the house before we go. Francophones are there a lot. I cleaned 3 of them already. I want to see, for the first time, I want to block people from my private page. Yeah, for the first time, I blocked 4 people from my private page. I've never blocked anyone from my private page. It's the first time I do that. This social media space, you must not watch me. I don't like popularity, by the way. If I want popularity, I can sponsor this video after this and it will go viral. You know, I can sponsor only with $2, $3, $5 and run it for a week, $1 a day. Or I can buy viewers or buy popularity. Everything is possible now with the media, but I don't want fake popularity. I want to have 5 people that are very, very human and understand that. My organization is going to be, and my organization sometimes depends solely on me. You see, I'm already saying that I have $1,000, meaning that whether somebody support it or not, my charity mission will always go, because for me, I am always the first person to sponsor my organization. So, and if you want, you can join. If you don't want, trust me, if you don't join, I will still do it. When it comes to my charity works, I am so proud of it. And there's something I don't compromise is I do not actually beg for funds when it comes to my organization. If you want to support, good and fine, but you must not do it, because my organization does not rely on people for it works. My organization does not rely and depend on funds from people. I work so hard, and my profit have a percentage. I just lost $20,000. And I can also make a Thanksgiving for that lost. I lost 20,000. What make I spent 2,000 extra, and say I lost 22,000 like I did in 2018. I lost 22,000 in 2018. I'm still alive. I lost 20,000 this year. I mean, I'm improving. Maybe next year I lost only 18,000. I'm improving. So in that way, there's a Thanksgiving that I decide to do for my organization to reach out to our people. I'm going to see how I can do it. If my organization cannot reach out there, I will know how I will synergize. I will synergize with Aya Foundation and they will do the job. My people, this is what we call collective efforts. You have got to recognize those people that are doing good. So I want to give a shout out to Aya Foundation for the good job they're doing. Also, there's an issue that occurred about some 2 months ago about a woman that was sick, I think something like an abscess that was almost developing to a cancer. Yes, cancer in St. Mary Hospital in Boya, and there was a GoFundMe that had an issue. Aya Foundation was the one that was sharing the GoFundMe, but it was created under a certain lady, and it was said at one point that the lady had drama, blah 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 blah, and because of that, the GoFundMe was flagged. GoFundMe flag means that GoFundMe held the money. So I want to thank Solomon Ambabo. Mr. Solomon Ambabo, I want to thank him so much. He worked behind the scene and I followed everything. I followed everything step by step. And I was in all the emails with the GoFundMe. And I have everything, every evidence that the GoFundMe was flagged. So Solomon Ambabo worked so hard as an independent person to intervene. If it was left for that woman that had the bank account, she was not going to receive that money. GoFundMe held the money already. If it was only left for the woman or the family that was suffering, that money was never going to be released. There was a lot of authorization, emailing before the money was released. So I want to thank Solomon Ambabo for working so hard for that. I want to also thank Aya Foundation for the good job, the heart of humanity that they have. I want to also let Aya Foundation to understand, charity works have a lot of ups and downs. They should not give up. They should continue to look at other people. Never give up because the one situation went in a very bad way. We know the purity of our foundation. In fact, it's our own United Nations Refugee Commission. So thanks. Want to thank them so much. Thank you, John Leke. Amber Pikin, thank you. United Lino Man, thank you so much. We have cleaned them all. We have clean brothers. So thank you, don't share them. Anyone we don't share. Grace, thank you so much. Grace, welcome. Mary, thank you so much. Welcome. Mary, where you don't be now? Long time. I never see you. Welcome today. Leonga Martin Monono, God bless you. Mon Dieu, welcome. Mon Dieu, welcome. Teacher Rodier, welcome. We have Ashu Basil, welcome. Ashu Basil, welcome. Rene Nibafu, welcome. Irene Ate, welcome. James Ngwa Mfocho, welcome. Caroline Linyo, welcome. Wikijungia Che. Coliso, welcome. Colinso, welcome. Lidik, oh Lidik, welcome. God bless you, Lidik. God bless you, welcome. Asobo George, oh man of God, welcome. We have Amber Watchman on board. Amber Watchman, welcome. All una day for here. Una welcome. God bless. Una don't come today for semi Witori. So this our official page will always be going. A lot of motivations are coming this official page. In 2020, there is a lot of things that are going to come. Relief for our people. So many good things are coming. We shall come back to some health, education, tips, and so on and so forth. Will be given free of charge in this platform too. If at any time you don't see me in Facebook, then I will be in this platform. If Facebook block me, I will be in this platform. But I'm going to create another alternative platform too, the second Facebook page, because I have now one Facebook page. I have another one, but it's inactive. So I have to activate another Facebook page that will be alternative, because Facebook is up to no good at some time. We have to make sure to synergize in the revolution. Anytime you never see me in Facebook, just go and type my name, Verla Franklin. When you come to my Facebook page, of course, you know the way I type my English. Grammatical typo, errors, grammatical correctness, I don't correct them. Sometimes I am at work. I am working, people. I am working at the same time. I want to blog about something. So I type, ratatatatata. I don't have time to edit it. I run a big business. Big, huge company that deals a lot of money and cash. So how do you expect me to be dealing with company, working money, and then at the same time I successfully type the message, and I want to go to correct it grammatically and correct the typos when I know my people can read and figure out the message. Anytime I write, all you need is to figure out the message. Figure out what I was trying to write. If you can't figure out what I was trying to write, my people, what is your own job? Maybe if I make mistake, just go to your own Facebook page and type and correct it. Easy. When the revolution started, you used to read the editorials. Who was the author of the editorial? I was the one who used to write the editorial, because I used to write it, sit and do proof writing, text writing. I used to write in Microsoft. When I write in Microsoft, then I do editing and formatting. And then when I do everything, formatting, editing, grammatical corrections, it is already corrected. I put in, turn it in. I see errors. I fix the errors in, turn it in. I take it out from there in order not to plagiarize. Then I send it out in the media. It was in the newspapers called editorial. That was me. On the time, we don't have time. We are running in the first line. We have to work money to help. And then you want me to sit and type and correct like my people. Sometimes you are not motivating at all. Sometimes you need to motivate. No, we are multitask takers. Who can have 3 different jobs at the same time, running revolution, doing things, making sure you fund financially? And then you want me to sit and begin to correct my grammatical thing at the end. I don't even sponsor anything. I don't even contribute any money. People should think, when revolution was at the level of the consortium, we didn't need much of financial assistance. At that time, there was not much of things to do. So we will write and correct. I used to go to Microsoft, type, write the same way I write my thesis in America, the same way I write my exam in America. I write and type and proofread it, test wrapping, take it to editing and formatting, put it in, turn it in an application. You turn it in and you see if you have plagiarization or you have work on cited or citations or things that are there paraphrasing or whatever you need to do. I do it and then I take it out now, export it to the media. That's what I used to do with editorials. It was everywhere in newspapers. But today, people are now, you don't even understand that you're fighting me about grammatical errors. about typing errors. I use a phone. The phone I use is mostly Android. Android has problem with typing errors. If I use iPhone has like very good high level of correction when you are typing and going. But this Android doesn't really have that good correction power. So there's always going to be error. Sometimes I want to write I write ANS. Whenever you see me type ANS, is because I wanted to touch D. I touch S. So ANS, like ANS is like an. I want to type and that's it. Just understand that. So don't come here and begin to make like just correct the right thing. Just understand the saying. In communication, what you need to know is what I was saying, not the way I put it. I'm not professing to be a professor in English or grammar. I don't want to be a teacher, by the way. I don't. When we arrive at independence, if I have to go and teach biology in University of Ambazonia, I will do it free of charge. I don't even need salary to pay. But now let us concentrate in liberation type of blogging. It's like this, just get the sayings and the sense in what I'm saying and under the sense. Don't try to be grammar. Grammar don't catch bullet. Grammar does not bring. In fact, people like Mafanes use grammar to implicate our lives. All those grammar speaking people that they took them and they sold us out. Don't you know? See. So please take it easy on activists and bloggers. They have a lot to do on their table. Their job is not only to type and type and type every day. How many times I post a day? I post sometimes 10 times, 20 times a day. And you want me to sit down and begin to edit before I post? Thunder fire some of you now. If I post only one time a day, okay, I can edit it. Some of you even post one time a week. And then you say that person always do grammatical posting. When even in 1 week, some of you can't even post anything. Some of you post one time in 1 month. So you take 1 month to edit something and post. How can it not be perfect? But if you post 20 times like I do every day, yeah? How many people post in the revolution 20 times like I do? Look at all the activists. Activists don't even blog the way I do. I am a blogger activist. Capo Daniel is also great there. Podcast every day. How many people are doing like Capo Daniel? Sometimes Ambazonia, you need to be motivating. Some people have chosen life, give you information free of charge, but all you do is complain. I will carry woman, give you. Carry the bed and give you. Then you ask me again to come and sleep on top of the woman to make picking for you. Some of you they over discourage. And we understand that La Republic is sponsoring those people. Some of you behave exactly like Colonel Massa. When you leave La Republic, come and fight me here. Like, what the heck? How much do you pay me? Do I use the natural resource of Ambazonia? Do I use, you are not, even the small oil, I say I want to go sell oil for type grammar. You go begin fight me, say I don't want to sell oil. Maybe I want to sell oil so I can now focus in revolution. But you begin to fight me to sell the oil. You prefer beer to sell the oil. Some of you are demons and devil in the revolution. Some of us are working, sponsoring ourselves, sponsoring the revolution, sponsoring Ground Zero. Some of us even have camps in Ground Zero. And you know the truth. We spend time to work and get money to do those things. But you want us to spend more time in trying to type and proofread it and text wrapping so you can see grammar. Do you not agree I should be posting only one time a day and one time every week? How do you feel if I post one time every week but it is grammar? My people, sometimes we should all understand. Should understand. Not be say another type. When I go to school for America, I need to write my exam. And then for America, so when I go class, people know they stand on top of me. They know I born them. They don't born them. Now you to come back for me. So we need to just understand that. So please, some of us are discouraging. That's what I'm trying to say here. We should continue to encourage people. Don't come to look at grammar. Don't come to bullets. Grammar does not stop bullets. What stops bullets is the ideology that the message carries. The information in the message, not the messenger. Don't look at me. Don't dwell so much on how I speak, how I talk. Dwell on the message I'm putting out there for you. Look at the message. Don't look at me. Don't look at you. I don't even want you to look at me. Just look at the message. Concentrate on the message. It clear or it not clear? Thunder no fire person way clear for you. Person way no clear for you. Thunder fire them. So I hope that point is clear here. If you are tired of seeing my typos and grammatical errors, let me tell you that you shall hang. Go and kiss electric pole. You shall see that, and I will not in any way stop to start to edit my articles. No. Sometimes I'm working and the thing comes to my mind, I just flash it. It comes to my mind, I just flash it. So if you are waiting for me to start type grammar now, after independence, when we hold the mic we shall have a 4 hours debate to see who shall speak grammar for 4 hours without using dictionaries. Some of you go with dictionaries. Eh? Leonga Martin Monono, welcome. Watching from Boya. Welcome, Leonga Martin. Mr. George Gabeta, welcome. God bless you. Amber Watchman here. Versace, Ramazan. Oh, Versace, you have to see me behind the scene, brother, please. I need you. I need you behind the scene, brother. God bless you. Thank you, Versace. Thank you, bro. So, some of you in Boya, we shall see people who will stand in the state TV for 4 hours and debate without using a dictionary. That way we shall know who was who. Ah, what are people talking about? I know what I am. I know that I carry canas. I know my canas is big. I know. Some of you carry small thing, chiquito like this, small canas. One big man canas, one debate with you. Let me tell you that we know where we are heading for. We are on the fast lane now. If you want to tell me not to be driving and wrapping my cars in the fast lane, I'm telling you that I shall crush you and pass. Now it's crushing. Even the grammar, we have crushed the grammar. We defeated grammar bigly and fatly. Grammatical errors defeated fat and bigly. So you are promised to run behind us, you shall get tired because we are not looking back. When I start, I don't give up. So get the sense in everything I say. If I can't tell you, say, oh, the house of this parliamentarian for SDF don't holily have been burned down very holy. Just understand the house is burned down. That is the topic. Some of you can even pick. Some of you went and read listening comprehension. You say you know grammar, but how can you not? You don't even understand listening comprehension. How do you know grammar when you don't even know comprehension or reading comprehension? You can't read and understand the main topic. We used to go to sit in class and they give a sentence in listening reading comprehension. They used to turn it upside down and like this, but they want you to pick by the sense in it. What you need to do in any writing you see is, what is the subject matter? If I say, oh, the house of a SDF member of parliament, Joseph Mbandam, has been holily set in fire, there are two things: the house and fire. House and fire is the main topic. The subject is fire and the house. Whether I put holy, bigly, and fatly, man will get brain. The subject, the main thing is fire and house. This is reading comprehension or listening comprehension. If I say La Republique has been vanished from this earth, that La Republique is finished, that America has joined the hands of the caravan or the wagon of the United Nations, holily, bigly, and fatly, tremendously, to sanction Cameroon from AGOA. The main topic here, or the subject, is sanction and AGOA. This is easy to understand. I don't know, some people, no doubt, we have bad education system. We shall put it back. You shall all know, understand. All of you know when I no understand. You say no grammar, we no understand reading comprehension. You can't even picture out the main topic in any discussion like you say you know grammar. Yeah? Didn't we not study what they call reading comprehension? No doubt. Bad education system. You were taught in French. You were taught in French. You don't even know. I can't blame you. I know because I study in America now. So when we arrive at independence, we shall bring back all of you people that don't understand me. When you go back and take classes under the Ambazonian academic curriculum, you shall understand now grammar and listening comprehension. Even if I speak very poorly, an intelligent man, what defines your intelligence is when I speak even like a villager and you are still able to figure out what I said. Imagine I'm a villager. You speak grammar and I understand you when I don't speak grammar. That means I'm intelligent than you. Because if you were a villager, you cannot even understand me. Do you understand this point? Look, if you are very intelligent, you should have been able to understand village. The intelligent man is the man who understands everyone, even villagers. If a villager like me can understand you, that means that you are very, very naughty. I should not even understand your grammar. Have you ever seen me complain about your grammar? No. If I'm a villager and I understand your grammar and you can't even understand me, that means that you are, you know, you should understand the truth here. You claim you know, you are intelligent, but you can't even understand a villager, but the villager understands you. One time I speak to Americans. You know, I was talking to American and I think I said something 3 times. And America keep asking me, what are you saying? What are you saying? And that American fellow was not even giving me the ear. They were not even listening. So the bottom line is that they wanted to mock me that I speak with an accent. So I said the same thing 3 times, and the 3rd time I speak so loud. You know, and they turn and say, why am I speaking loud? And I say, because you are dumb. And they ask me, That is very insulting. Why can I say somebody is dumb? And I say, of course. How do you expect me to understand you speaking America, but you cannot even understand me? I said, you speak only one language on earth, which is English language. You should be able to understand any English because you have only one language. I speak so many languages. I understand so many languages. You, as an American that speak only one language, you should be a professional in that language. I am so shocked that you don't even know the English that way. Because me as a villager, I have never asked you, American, to repeat after me. Do you know that you have American accent? Whatever you speak, whether you swallow the word or you spit it out, you rap. Africans don't speak like that. We should have a problem in understanding you. But I have never asked you one time to repeat. Because I'm so intelligent. I can understand even the people whom I have never spoken with before. An Arab man speak, I never ask him to repeat. Somebody from India speak, I don't ask them to repeat. Somebody from Philippines speak English, I don't ask them to repeat. UK people speak, I don't ask them to repeat. People from Canada speak different way, I don't ask them to repeat. American people rap, ratata, gonna, do. I don't ask them to repeat. But I speak, then you ask me to repeat. You are dull and deaf. I said, American, you are dull and dumb. When I argue like this, they say, the person say I'm right. I asked him in the company, have you ever seen me ask anyone to repeat anything? Because I am so intelligent that I understand this your accent. You say you are not American accent, but you have. I said, I never asked you to repeat because I'm so intelligent than you. But yet you ask me to repeat mine. And you think that I'm not intelligent than you. No, instead I should have been the one asking you every time to repeat. My people, it's very easy. The last thing I want to say today is about maturity. You know, my people, you have been fooled so many times to listen to the West. Do things the way some people want you to do. The church, pastors in Africa, destroy the continent. Now, the issue of business in Africa. This is a small mentorship I want to give you here. Those who create business and run corporations have a doctrine. They want to preach decency to you, maturity to you. They want you to be matured in brokenness, matured in poverty. But the same rich people and pastors, they run TVs and they own satellite TVs. Look at all these pastors, they have satellite TVs. But they want you never to expose your talents in the media. They don't want you to expose your talents in TV. They say because it's indecent. But even their own churches are running in TVs, running in satellite, and they have magazines and church Sunday newsletters every week. But then when I come and post a small thing in Facebook, you go gaga. You go gaga, you go mad. That he's advertising his own life. Let me tell you, if I had enough money, anytime you go to internet, Google, you will see me in sponsored ads. Like big people are doing today. Business people are doing today. You go to Facebook and you are browsing in your Facebook, you see advertisement. I don't know, even some of you understand that advertisement. You go to TV and you are watching an episode. All of a sudden, they start to advertise Kamle, advertise Tampinko, advertise Dankote Cement, advertise Foku, and you are happy with that. But when your own brother come to write one thing in Facebook, you go gaga, and then you say maturity, he's not matured. Let me tell you people today, your maturity is if you are matured and one kobo cannot be in your bank account, let me tell you, you are the worst idiot that exists on earth. Maturity that does not give you worth is as useless as terrorist. You are a terrorist to yourself. If your maturity cannot give worth to you, improve your living standard, put money in your table, build a house for yourself, buy a house for yourself, buy a car for yourself, buy a car for your wife, make sure your children are well taken care of, you are not matured. You are simply an idiot following people who want you to remain poor by preaching decency to you. Africa, you need to change. Rich people like the Bill Gates are in media everywhere in TVs. Their wealth are published in magazines. In fact, some people even pay magazine to publish. All American celebrities that I know, if I type their name in Google, the amount of money they have is coming up. If I have to post that I own $5,000 here, some people will come and preach the entire Bible to me and say that is indecent and that is not matured. Africa, you have suffered. From the day I start to post about my reality, money keep coming because that's a motivation to me. If I post today that I have 5,000 in my bank account, I don't have, I'm telling you, my conscience will work. And that means the next week I have to fight to make sure that there's 5,000 in my bank account. I have motivated myself. Africans, you need to start motivating yourself. Don't let yourself down. Don't treat the decency of everything the Western man get. He fought indecently and achieved it. Do you want to disapprove me? Anything they have, they fought even indecent. They come to Africa, take your gold, diamond, everything. Is that decency? And then the same people who came and took your gold and diamond and your natural resource are telling you today to be humble. Humility in my ass. You are broke and they ask you to be humble. That's why you remain broke and you will die in poverty. Because you are trying to please your own oppressors. The people who made you broke and poor. Those people do not want you to see you prosper, because if you prosper, you are going to take power. Money speak. If I have a billion today, I will tell Ambazonian people to relax. Let me sponsor this war. Money speak. If I have a billion today, I will tell Ambazonian people to relax. Let me sponsor the war. Money speak. We need money to run everything. And they will come to you. Pastors will preach in churches and put basket and you put money inside. And here you will go out there and say, look, my people, we have suffered. Your maturity is in the way in which you think and reason. You can't be matured and you are broke. Give me a break. If you are broke and you are not matured, you are the foolish person you are a terrorist in your life. And the worst is when those people come and they see people that are like me and then you come to fight me. I don't give up. I say this because there are some people that are listening to me in terms of motivation. My brother, if you are an idiot and that idiot nature of you brings money, remain as a fool for all your life. Thank God for making you a fool. If you are a stupid man and your stupidity will bring you money in your bank, please remain a stupid man for your life. Thank God for being stupid. If you are a primitive man and your primitivity bring money in your bank account, let me tell you, don't give a shit about anything that happened. Give thanks to God for making you a village man. I have, from where I come from, the most richest man where I come from, Pa Olu Manjong. Pa Manjong didn't even complete primary school. Pa is the richest. How can somebody who didn't complete primary school hire doctor, PhDs, masters? Pa believe in his own brain, not the maturity of the book. You want me to be matured in the book style, matured in the Western style, matured in my oppressor's way, the way my oppressor want me to think like, and I say no. Pa Manjong from a year, Pa Manjong from year in Jakiri, didn't even attended even secondary school. Pa is the richest man and Pa has employed doctors. I know doctors that work for Pa. Pa's managers are people with masters in business administration. Pa was sick about 2-3 years ago. Pa took himself to Germany in a private jet. Cameroon ministers are sick. They can't even go. They can't even pay a flight to go abroad. Cameroon ministers, professors and doctors are sick. They cannot even pay a flight to go abroad for treatment. Pa Manjong from So, where I come from, Pa hired a private jet and took himself to Germany for treatment. Right? But this is somebody without even, he did not even complete primary school. He believed in himself, stood in his business. Whether you call him mature, Pa does not even speak grammar. Pa's pidgin is even caught nilam. Pa no dey talk pidgin the way we talk. Pa you own pidgin na the one where they say, Ambintong say, when where you don't want come, that thing where you want talk so, when Jesus Christ been one camp for Bethlehem, na so them been buried and for burial ground. Now not Pa one day. If Pa want grammar, Pa will just tell one of the doctor to go and speak a speech. Pa has his own children that are going to school today. When you write, Pa take the copy and send to his child to read. The thing is okay. Pa approve it. Pa is the general director of big company. General director na Pa. So I want some of you people to understand that. Don't be fooled. I am addressing this to the young people. Don't let the old people that have acquired wealth indirectly advertise themselves in TVs and magazines to come and fool you. You will be poor and broke in poverty. Why those rich people own the TVs? They're advertising themselves. They're earning money. They make you poor. Do not allow those old people. That's a secret, is that they want to keep the media, keep advertisement for themselves. Why? Because they know that's what brings them money. And they know that if you know that, then you suddenly become rich too. That's how they want to control you. Look, I can tell you, I break the chains. So many chains I break in my life. Today they look at me and say, that man get hard. That man get hard. He never listened to us when we wanted to put him down. He rubbished us. Ambazonia, be wise. Young people, be wise. Your future is in your hand. Don't listen to advice from people who are not even successful. By the way, somebody I see some old people at the age of 50s, they have nothing in their life and they are advising me. What are you advising me? Advise me what make you to be poor at the age of 50. Don't advise me like how to become rich, how to become decent. Your decency did not make you rich and you want me to become decent to be poor, broke at 50? I have to be arrogant and be rich. Because I can commit errors as an arrogant man, I will still pay if I have money. Even if I arrogantly and brutally commit an error, I can still pay. I afford for it. Is that a problem? But you are broke at the age of 50. If you commit a crime, how can you pay? Why will you not be decent? If you do something wrong, how can you even pay? Why would you not be like a church rat? But the rich man at the age of you commit, you will pay. You have money, not the problem. So, tell us why you fell. Now you are 60, 50, you are old. You have nothing. Tell us what made you to be broke at that age. Don't come here and begin to tell me how to behave. If you know how to behave, why are you not rich? This is the way mentorship is. Mentorship should reflect the people. When I tell the young people today how to get money, they respect me because I did it. I came from scratch, from zero. The fact that I sit in America and talk and sit in TV and go to Brazil, go this way, I don't go for free. Even if I go for free, that means I know the way to move around free around the world. How many people can move free around the world? Even if I do, it's still respect. That's maturity right there. Not that maturity that, yes sir, I can speak grammar. Oh yes sir, I can respect. Oh yes sir, I can do this. Oh yes sir, I can. My ass. A food for thought for you today. So as you are going out today, if your maturity do not put money in your bank account, if your maturity do not help you in anything, if that your decency that you call decency does not put food in your table, even God will punish you. Because God has said, if your children die of hunger, you shall be punished. Because you killed them. Because you are trying to be decent. Trying to be matured. Maturity my ass. Decency my ass. We need money for this struggle. If some of us work only with that decency, how shall we have that money? This point is clear here. I want to thank all of you people that have come today. Thank you so much. God bless you for coming today. Greetings to Wali on the move right here. I want to thank Wali on the move right here. Thank you so much. Welcome. Creative thinking and writing the major course in Ambazonia. Yes! Creative thinking. Critical thinking. You know? Even when we talk about ethics, we shall define ethics so people can know what is ethics. Ethics does not mean moving like this, moving like this. Some of us went to mission school all my life. I went to a mission school all my life. My primary school to secondary school was all in mission school. If they talk about moving like this, I can move more than any of you. But it's not what we call decency. So we are going to teach critical thinking, ethics. Ethics don't steal, don't do this, don't discourage people from working. That's ethics. Fundamental law of reality. Do unto others what you like it done unto you. Some of you, I tell you that if I give you 10% of what I have, some of you will never allow anyone to sleep in your quarter wherever you are. I know. There are some of you that if I give you just 10% of what I have, not even in your family shall anyone sleep. You shall beat your father and pay. Some of you will even beat your mother and pay. Yeah, some of you will beat your uncles and pay. Beat the villagers, head villagers and pay. Look at me. Why do you think I did charities? Have you ever seen me running for people for money for charity? Huh? Have you ever seen that? It's the money that some of you have. You just go and marry 2, 3 wives and even have 2 side chicks. Have you ever seen me married? But if they give you that money that I use for charity, you only go and carry some young gay. Go to nightclubs and chop your life. And you call yourself decent and matured. A decent man is known for what he do to his community. A decent man is known for what he give to his people. You have had bunch of orphans there in your villages. But you call yourself a decent man and a humble man. When there are orphans in your communities that have never even received a cube of savon from you. Not even a cup of rice you have ever given any orphan in your village. And you call yourself a decent man. You call yourself an educated man. You are worse than an ape. People in your area, people don't even know you. You have farm to market routes, need bridges, even to buy one tree and cut and put in the farm route for people to walk on like a bridge. You have never done it in your community. You call yourself a decent man. Call yourself mature. Maturity, my ass. What have your people benefited from you? Let your maturity be your actions in your community. And some of you say, don't show when you work. Let your work speak. let me tell you that it's also said in the Bible that share your testimonies and receive more blessing. The Bible verse I know is the one that says, share your testimonies and receive more blessing. That Bible verse has bring me so many blessings over the years. When you work and you share your testimonies, the energy comes back to you. You receive more blessings. Come and sing what the Lord has done. Come and sing what the Lord has done. It's the Bible verse. Share testimonies in the light of God and receive more blessings. Don't forget those Bible verses. So, do not allow people to live the way you want to live. Live your own life. And let your life be a reflection of yours. Don't be broke and come and advise me, because broke people don't advise rich people. The only advice that broke people give rich people is, don't do this because you shall be poor like me. Don't do this because the mistake I made you will make. Don't come to advise me how to make sure to have money. Like, how can you teach me when you yourself does not reflect that teaching? Many young people listen to me because what I say is the reality. I don't have some kind of rocket science to tell you what to do. I am into real estate. I tell you how to do to get money from real estate. Simple like this. If cryptocurrencies are doing well, I can tell you cryptocurrencies to buy. Example, you want to buy Bitcoin, buy just Bitcoin. Don't go buy classic Ethereum, Electronium. Those things will fail because Bitcoin is the master. It's like you see somebody, you want to capture a family. You know that there's a family head. If you capture a father, you have captured the entire family. And then you start to capture the family by capturing the smallest child, to the less smallest child, to the bigger child, to the mother, and then to the father at last. But you knew that if you capture the father, you have captured the whole family. Don't you know see what the Republic wanted to do to Ambazonia? They were capturing our leaders because they know when they capture leaders, they capture us. But only that we are smart and they never again generation. So you want to invest in cryptocurrency, just go and buy you Bitcoin. That's it. Don't even buy those small. Forget about those things that you see, because if Bitcoin goes down, all of them are going down. And when they go down, not all of them comes up when Bitcoin comes up. So remember, why you have to buy only Bitcoins. Don't buy other things. From experience, I've seen it. When the Bitcoins is going down, all the cryptocurrencies are going down. Bitcoin is the father of all coins, or the mother of all coins is Bitcoins. And when Bitcoin start to go up, some of the coins that went down don't even come up. They die. They just die and vanished. So when you know this, then you don't go and waste your money to buy other currencies, because they depend on Bitcoins. They depend on Bitcoins. So don't even try to buy those coins. If you want to buy crypto, just go and buy Bitcoin. That's it. Forget about Ethereum. Forget about this. Just buy Bitcoin. Simple like this. My people, I tell you this today. This is part of the fruit of listening to my official page. You don't go empty. You go with experience. And those of you who want to buy real estate, there's a lot in real estate is very big and huge. I don't know, your goals are to flip houses, or you want to flip houses and use people's money, or you have money to start flipping houses, or you want to build your credit to start to buy a house and then use it. Well, anyways, in somehow, either towards the end of the year or at the beginning of the year, I shall come up to brief people on how to build your credits. Some people don't know how to build their credit. Now, in Western countries, you come, they give you credit cards. They are giving you those credit cards like that. Those credit cards have strings attached to it. So some of you take credit cards, you abuse it, just use it because you can swipe it. You see one girl, take the girl out, swipe your credit card, swipe it. I know because I do it too. So, but you know, I work a lot, I pay it back. So sometimes I go, vacation, I spend $16,000, $20,000, $10,000. Come back, I know, oh shit, that vacation took me $10,000. Oi. Now, go to my bank account, pay it off. Build a credit. My credit always excellent. Very good. Excellent. Very good. Some of you have your credit limit. Maybe 1,000, 2,000. My credit limit is 25,000, 130,000. Another card is 50,000. That means I can spend almost close to 100,000 on credits. I am a debt of 100,000. Now, should I go and spend that 100,000 when I know I can't pay it back? No. You have a credit card with a limit of 1,000. If you cannot afford to pay 1,000 credit card every month, why are you spending up to 1,000? Because you have a credit card that can allow you to spend 1,000. You want to spend 1,000. Because you have a credit card that can allow you to spend up to 5,000. So every month you want to spend that 5,000 because your credit card can allow you to spend. But then you broke, and then you're gonna be blackmailed. Spend only with your credit card according to how you can pay back. Build a credit. That's how you build credit. From the time you don't pay your monthly limit, You are building bad credit. And then even if you pay your monthly limit and you still have debts, your credit score is still going to go down and drop. Even if you are paying the minimum. So in order, some of you want to buy houses in America, do not let credit card accumulate. So anytime you spend like every month like $200, please pay $200 before the beginning of the cycle, before the end of the cycle. If you have $500, try to pay off all that $500. Don't always allow debt from another month to another month. You are going to build a slow credit. If you spend 50 every month or 100, if you pay it every month, I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you, 1-2 years, you're going to build the most beautiful credit history. And now you can buy a house with a loan. Why are you building a credit? Is because buying a house in America is a pain in the ass. You can't just remove 500,000, 300,000, I don't know where your state is, and pay a house. You need to be a good credit, because when you be a good credit, banks are going to give you a loan. And even if the bank doesn't give you a loan and approve your mortgage, you are going to go to a private sector and a private bank, and they will still do it. But all they need to see is your financial habits. Have you been able to pay your credit card on time? Or do you only pay the minimum? Do you do effort to pay everything off above the minimum? Banks are looking into this. You don't know. They don't tell you that. Banks don't tell you this. I know, because I've been victims of all those things. So, right? So I know the better. So build your credit by spending according to how much you can pay every month. Don't spend more. And even if you, some of you pay your tuitions, make sure that three months coming, just pay it off. Just pay off. Make sure you pay off. It's a cycle. Spend, pay. Spend, pay. Don't allow it to accumulate. Then you will never have good credit to buy anything on credit. And then lastly, some of you buy cars on credit. Let me tell you, folks, you buy a car for $12,000 on credit. The first thing that the bank do is that they ask that you first of all start by paying the interest, right? So before you pay that car, you already spend more than, if you bought a car for $12,000, before you pay that car in 3 years, you should have spent already $20,000. So I advise the youth, don't buy cars on credit. It's not worth it. If you want to buy a car on credit in America, just go and buy a small apartment somewhere. Buy a small apartment that that you are going to be paying the mortgage and the interest, but it's minimal. You, from the moment you take the car from the car dealer, the value of that car dropped. Even if you are bringing it back, they will not give you full money. So why buy a car on credit when you know you can have an accident and that thing cries and even you die? I know hurricanes, tsunamis can put the house down, but the percentage is not actually the occurrence, or the probability is not so high. You can get in the road and crash with that car and you are gone. So don't buy cars on credit, because when you buy cars on credit, you pay 50% more. So 100% more. If you buy a car for $12,000, at the end of paying the car, you should have paid it for more than $20,000. So why you buy a car on credit? That has killed so many young people in America. Some of them have come. That's why some people have come to America, and after 10 years, they have no achievement. They can't even buy an apartment. Why? Because you started living on credit. And the way the Western system is designed is that if you start to live on credit, you will never get out from credit. So do not live a life on credit cards. Just spend as much as you can, pay, so that you build a good credit, because you have to use a credit card to build a good credit history. You understand? You have to use a credit card to build a good credit history, to use it tomorrow to buy a house. Secondly, some of you borrow money to go for wedding. I have just read in some news that in Tanzania or there in Uganda, some couple died because they borrowed money for the wedding, and after that they couldn't pay the wedding. They hung themselves and died. Suicide. You commit suicide because you borrowed money for a wedding. Make a big wedding, feed people, feed so many people, but the money was borrowed. I challenge all the youth, my brothers and sisters. If you don't have money for marriage, don't go to the church. Go and just put the ring in your hand. You want to impress? Let me tell you, people. If I have to borrow money to make wedding, and my wife will sleep in a rented apartment, to hell shall I borrow money for a wedding, and then my wife come and can't even have a car to drive. To hell will I go and make a wedding and borrow money when the parent of my wife are living in a cave. Take that money, my friend, and go and renovate the house of your parent or the parent of your wife. Take that money and buy a house for your wife. Take that money and buy a car for your wife. You're going to feed the people, the public. Did the public raise your wife? Let me tell you, people, if I was to get married and celebrate, I go to Nigeria and the refugee come and do it. Let our people who are suffering enjoy. The reason is that it's a charity. If I was to get married now and I have the wife, if I have seen it, I don't know, they are still in the bushes. Maybe I go to refugee camp and look for one day and marry there. I go to refugee camp now, look for one day, get married there, Maybe that is what I would do. Go to Ghana, look for one day, marry there, and come back. Let the people in refugee come eat. Why should I come to America and gather American people to eat? Am I crazy? Yeah? Am I Moses? Moses used to gather people and feed with manners. Manners was from heaven. Moses did not achieve. So you come to America, you impress people with $50,000, and then you work for more than 5 years to pay just 50,000 debt that you took. Some of you already have student loans. Then you allow your new boyfriend that you have to borrow 50,000. Instead of brainstorming with your boyfriend to see how you people can pay your student loans, you allow him again to go borrow 50,000 to impress your friend that you had a befitting wedding. My friend, shut up. Befitting wedding do not give you baby in you. You gotta have kids, and your kids cannot. Some of you know that you married after my wedding, you stayed again for another 5 to 10 years without kids. You know you can't do it because you have a lot of debts. That's why you don't have kids. It's not your choice, because you know you don't have the means. Some of you have kids. Finally, you send it back home to your parents because you are paying debts, and then you work all your life in America to pay debts. You don't even own a home back home. You can't even buy a house because now you are living on debts. People, so many people come to America for 10 years and they are empty. They are broke. They have worked so hard, but their financial habit was very, very bad and poor. I have been in America for 6 years. This advice I give to you here, I learned from experience. I know what happened to me when I have credit card debt that I have to pay. I know that's always the first thing I need to do. Every week I pay my credit card debt. Simple. If I don't pay, I will not use any credit. I will not buy anything because I hate debts. I don't even like keep money that's not my money. So fellow young people, please, your financial habits, make sure in 2020 you change. Take as a resolution, have a good, clean financial habits. I hope this point is clear here to everyone. You come to Liberation TV, you come here to this platform, I tell you what to do. That's what I will always be doing. I started from scratch, from zero, 6 years ago. Most of the time, I don't believe in mentorship. I believe in myself, like more. You have to listen to yourself so many times too. Don't only believe in a hearsay. And when somebody advises something to you, like I'm talking right now, put yourself like this and concentrate. What I'm saying makes sense. Don't only accept because I'm saying this. Because at one point, you are unique. You are unique. You are you. I am me. But try to figure out what I say. You have to reason and figure, like, don't just listen to me like a robot talking and like, yeah, this guy always speak. But try to envision it. Try to think and reason about it like this. Like, what this guy is saying about credit card is. Try to think about it. And then you figure out what is yours according to your lifestyle. Some of you go and marry a woman is pretty and then you start spending money. My people, listen. Women have one thing. Private part is one. It's not because I want to go and marry Paris Hilton. Cut your coat according to your size. Cut your coat according to your size. Go and marry a daughter of a rich man because rich people have taught their children how to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and supper. If I marry a woman that eats 4 times a day, I'm going to be broke in 2-3 years. A woman that married me must eat not more than 3 times a day. And 2 times a day is what you're going to eat. 2 times only because say you do breakfast. I don't do breakfast in my life. What is breakfast? I grew up in the village. I get up in the morning. My mother cook fufu corn at night. The remaining fufu corn. That's even the best. We used to like it. We call it dead fufu. Take fufu corn and eat cow piece and what, like that's what we do in the village. Who drink tea in the village? Yeah, my son drink tea. I love sometimes. I don't drink tea. Even if you are my wife, I don't know if I'm gonna be drinking that tea. Yeah, I'm not used to drinking tea. Give me left food from the night and then I appreciate. Simple. That's what pleases me. Drink tea. What is it? Milk and this. Drink cow milk. This GMO cow. These cows are not even organic cows. No doubt some people, look, some of you who drank tea when you were kids, look, today you don't have anything in your brain. Because you were fed with chemicals. Some of us that drink only palm wine in the village and sha. Corn beer, palm wine, local tumbolicos. We did not do breakfast. Look at our brains keep expanding when we join Oyobo people. Because Oyobo people are ajebo, they don't reason like this. So please, be you. Don't try to copy from others. You are unique. You are unique. Try to have what pushes you. I am the richest young man in Ambazonia and I'm working so hard to maintain that. is what it is. I have to maintain that. I will not maintain that by posting in Facebook. I will maintain that by making sure that even after independence, I own the most highest company that no young man can have. Yes, there are people that are old that are very 10 times richer than me, but they are old. They are supposed to be. What were they doing when they were at my age? They are supposed to be rich. But the young people are from my age down, from the age of 30 down, I say I'm the youngest, richest man. Simple. And as I am going my age, when I will be 35, I will still be the youngest man at the age of 35 down. 40, I will be the richest man at the age of 40 down. When I will be 50, I will be the richest man at the age of 50 down. Simple. And I talk to people that have worked money from scratch. Not those people that their parents have stolen money from La Republic. And no, you don't earn it. I mean the people who hustle for the Bambi people. Bambi people who hustle their money clean. Not some of you that go and give your girlfriends, have your children and give for Nyungu and take Nyungu money. I mean clean money. Clean money that you can boast and say before God and man. Put your hand like this and say, God, I work this money. This is what I mean. I don't mean dirty money. Because some people can go overnight and become rich. We know that. Live well and die young. Exactly. I don't mean those people are not in my reach. Because they are not people, they are demons. So God bless everyone here. I was eating burning cuckoo of plantain and red oil. For Mr. George, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah? I want to go to school and my mother already boiled cocoyam. They boil them, but we still get skin for them. You take them go to school with pay. Pia. Mami ayong lipia ayibo oshwa, lipia alumgugu oshwa. We go to school with the cocoyam. During break, you remove it and then you peel it with your hands, not even with a knife. Peel with your hands, and then you are biting it like this. We call it kulumgemisi because when you are biting it, you know, poor man bite like this. All your eyes are opening when you are biting that yam. We take fufu corn and kiwar, you know, cow peas, fried cow peas to school. If your parents have luck, you will use Maggi or use some nyanga. Put some nyanga for there. Your parents are a little bit rich in the village. Children from the rich people in the village, they put nyanga in the cow peas before they fry it. And then instead of using salt, they use Maggi because that one tastes very well. Mbunga. Your parents have a little bit of money. Mbunga, you know mbunga? Dried fish. Small dry fish. Tilapia. So if you go to school with munga, you are from the rich one too. Sometimes they put like a liter of water in the pot and put only 2 munga inside. And then put 5 okra, slice 5 okra put inside. The whole family eat for a week. This is how we grew up in the village. Remember when we used to have chicken only on Christmas Day? You look at the chicken like this. You put a very big fat fufu like this for your mouth. Sometimes you just smell you take the slice of chicken like this. You cut one big loaf of fufu and just put in your mouth. You cut one small tiny chicken, put in your mouth. Even you remove it again and put in your hand. Cut one loaf of fufu like this, put in your mouth. That's how we grew up. How do you know about it? When we talk about making the laws that suit this population, my people, I am talking from the last man in the country standing. I'm talking from the last poor man. My father one time and my mother wore one pair of slippers. My father goes to the market. My mother goes to farm without any shoe. If my father goes to church, my mother will not go to church because they have one pair of slippers. Have your parents ever lived with one pair of slippers? You will understand. Oh man, when we talk about making the laws that suit the society, we are talking from the last poorest man point of view because we have lived that life. I remember how in the village, when one person go and succeed to buy a cup of salt, almost the entire quarter will come and beg for salt that night to cook. I imagine in the village where if my mother had to go and buy 2 liters of oil, the entire quarter will come with small cups to beg for oil to go and cook food at least so children can eat. They come and beg in the behalf of the children. And sometimes they come and the remaining oil in the house, my mother have used to cook food. Some of them will even send their children to come and eat food cooked with oil. If you have never lived in such a community, you cannot make the laws that benefit everyone. I live in school in the village without school, going to neighboring area for schools. We understand the necessity for education for our children. We know what we did. We went to farms where we see somebody will fall in the bridge and break the leg. Some people fall in the river and the river carried them and they died. Why? Because of lack of a bridge. Rain was falling. As you put your foot on it, it slid and you fell. And rain was falling and then the river took you and killed you. in the village where I grew, people died like this. Yeah? There was a certain Paco Bantani, he died like that. Pa was coming with his in Kenya with chicken. People only saw the Kenya beside the bridge. Pa slid and fell in the bridge and died, and leaving the chicken in beside. Pa was discovered in the very long distance away. He was killed. So many people like this in the village where I came from. I know some people who fell in the river and died. So when you make the laws, you make the laws. When we talk about making farm routes accessible, putting bridge that will make people not to slide, go to those farm route area and put concrete and stone and cement, so people cannot slide and fall. Very easy like that. That is what I'm looking forward to. In my communities, I shall make sure that the farm route do not have only those things. They will have proper, built with concrete and stones. Put sand on it. If we don't have cement, we are going to bring machine in Ambazonia that will be grinding cement. Our government will function and tar routes on cost, only on cost. Cost means that the cost of production, the cost that it takes, maybe the fuel for that machine to grind the stones, that is the cost. No way shall we go and buy cement before we tar routes. What are we talking about? The government is supposed to run any government things on cost. People, if you don't understand the meaning, you understand, don't worry. We have to change our communities. And we change our communities by knowing what the communities go through. If I look at my office, I have so many files like this. What are those files in my office for? Is that to decorate? No. From different communities. Their help, their needs, everything they want, I have it in my table. So many files like this. I can tell you village projects of so many villages. I can tell you their problems and worries. I made my organization available for the people for over the years. I've supported so many charity congresses, so many charity events. I've organized personal charity events. In fact, I have surprised some villages and come on Sunday and say, I am making a Sunday donation for this project in this village. And I put an envelope and give them surprisingly, and they're like, wow! You build your communities yourself. We have to do our own before we die. Salvation is personal. Don't look at me. Do your own part. I cried about one of my friends who died about a month or two ago. Evans. Evan was one of the people that I used to talk and be happy of. That every village should have a charity organization. That anyone try to create a charity organization for a village. Evans had a charity organization. Let me tell you. Let me show you people something here. When I talk this. About 2 to 3 years ago, I was in Dubai. 2-3 years ago, you people know I have been mentoring. I have been mentoring our people on how to create charity organizations. This guy is one of the guys that went and created a charity organization. About 2 years ago, I am in Dubai. He called me to come and see his business. I drove there. I went to Abu Dhabi in Dubai and saw his business. I was very impressed. This is a young man at my age, or almost at my age, or maybe slightly more, that listened. He used to work for people in Dubai. He decided to be a CEO. A CEO means that he created his own business and he lived by that business in Dubai. And he's able to provide himself visa. He also do tourism and help our people to go to Dubai. And he also owns something linked to real estate. He went, when I visited him about 2 years ago, he gave me this t-shirt and said, boss. He liked to call me boss for whatever reason. You want to see this? I have never put on this t-shirt. It's the first time I want to open this t-shirt. When I took this t-shirt, I kept it. Because this is history I'm showing you right here. Look at this t-shirt here, my people. I feel like crying right now. Maybe you have no idea. I want you to see what is written on this t-shirt. I am opening today. Look, I have just opened this t-shirt here. I have just opened it with you for the first time. I've never opened this t-shirt. Look, for the first time. This is it. You see that? I just opened this t-shirt right now. So me and you can see what is written on this t-shirt. Because last week when I was looking at the boxes, my clothes, I saw it. And I remember about 2 years ago when I was in Dubai. So I want people to see what is written on this t-shirt very well. On your screen, you can see Evans and Judith Foundation. EJF. Evans and Judith Foundation. Now you can see here written very well. Evans and Judith Foundation. Some of you might not see very well. Let me put it here again. Look. Evans and Judith Foundation. Evans and Judith Foundation. I feel like crying. You know why? Because this is one of the young people that listen to their own brothers, mentors, created this. Look at this. This is in the memory of Evans. Evans died about 2 months ago. Look at it. It's written here. Look, Evans and Judith Foundation. Look at that. Care. He write there that care without leaders. Care without leaders. Look at that. So this is like a slap on my face that Evans died. And when I look at the death of Evans, it was only enmity. So I wear this t-shirt here in solidarity to Evans that died. Look at this. Evans gave me this t-shirt in Dubai proudly, thanking me for always motivating and being there. Evans, rest in peace, brother. You are more than a brother to me. Anytime I was in Dubai, he would want to see me. Boss, please, you know you drive. Please come. You know you are the one who drive. You know I don't drive, boss. Boss, please, I want to see you, boss. I went there and saw him last time in the hospital. And I was dragging him like, go back to home. What are you doing in the hospital? Do I know that was the last time I was seeing Evans? I saw him just 2 weeks before he died. I was with him in Dubai. I went to the last time I went there, I was in Dubai. I went there. I know some of people know I live in Dubai, by the way, but because I go to Dubai every time. Because I travel to Dubai every time. So some of you, most of you know that I live in Dubai because I am always in Dubai most of the time. So I went there last time and he was like, oh, I'm in Dubai hospital. I drove all the way from Jumeirah in my village, in my villa. I left my villa from Jumeirah and I drove all the way to Dubai. I think it's in Abu Hail, something like that. I don't know, something, maybe in, yeah. I went to Dubai hospital, wherever it is. I went to Dubai hospital to saw him. He was there in the hospital. My brother left Dubai, went back home, and finally haters killed him. And when I look at this t-shirt, I was crying. Look at this. I was crying. This is somebody who created a charity organization. He listened to everything that we've been saying. Look at that. See? Look. How many of you want to create charity organization for your communities? Even though you have been told to help your people. How many of you are willing to create? Now he's dead. This is a vacuum now. Somebody need to create a charity organization. How will the orphans that we are benefiting from this foundation live? Yeah? We need to be brothers keepers. We need to stand for our people. And when the good ones come like Evans to take care of the people, we want to kill. I can tell you people here without fear. Evans died. The death of Evans was not natural. This is a young man that worked so hard and helped the people. Yeah? You kill yours. Just like they killed General Ivan Ba and others. You see, the same thing. Good people in the communities are being killed. And the bad people are the ones left. Yeah, thank you so much for correction. Borders. So close to my eye. You know, I'm in the studio, so a lot of lights in my face. That I'm straining. That's why when I'm in the studio like this, there's a lot of lights in my face. So yeah, borders. Care without borders. Thank you so much. Care without borders. Yeah. So exactly that's what is going on, my brother. Thank you, brother Roger. Care without borders. Just the light is too much in my face in the studio. That's why sometimes you always see the spookman wear the sun shades, because light is actually too much when you are in the studio. Without the light, you can't see me. It's actually light that make the emission very, very consistent and coherent like this. So let us pray for our brother Evans before we end today's show. We pray that brother Evans, wherever you are, may you find peace. You were unique. You are on earth, a very good example to follow. You work so hard. You never rest. But yet you take your money and you help your people. To the people of Bonso, I stand with you to mourn Evan. Evans has told me so many good things about the people of Bonso. Maybe the people of Bonso, you don't know, he had you in his heart. For every time I was talking to him, he mentioned about the people from Bonso, the church. I don't know the Presbyterian communities or the Catholic communities, but he has mentioned to you, and I want to confirm here. He mentioned how you gave him a land. You gave him land to build an organization, the foundation. Evans had a very good project, which I was going to support him. He had personally told me to support him when the time comes, and I gave him all my support. Evans actually wanted to build an orphanage in Bonso. I say this now because Evans is gone, but that was his project. He wanted to build an orphanage in Bonso, and I gave him all my support. I was going to be with him. Last time I met with him, even when he was sick, he still mentioned it. The people of Bonso, you know, you gave him land. That land that you gave him, he planned to build a school in that land and a charity organization, that is an orphanage, to make sure that your children who are not able to go to school can go to school. That was the dream and aspiration of your son Evans. Evans told me all these things, and I told him, you know what, my support for you. My organization will work hand in hand with you to make sure that you achieve that goal. That is what it means being a brother's keeper. But today, the evil hands of death snatch Evans from our hand. Evans from our hand. My fellow brothers and sisters, we pray that may he rest in peace where he is. And we pray that may his aspiration never die. That may his aspiration be achieved. That the people of Bonso, somebody, somehow, it could be me, it could be anyone, should not let the dream of Ivan down. The people of Bonso, I just want you to let you know that the man had you all in his heart. The people of Bonso, I have never been to Bonso, but he every time mentioned about you. He had so many good plans. He told me how the people love him so much. So many good things he spoke about Bonso. He even planned to open a plantation of, I think, he mentioned to me a plantation of Mbanga plantation, that means palm, in Bonso. He had a lot of good things to give employment to the people in Bonso. Those are things that he had in mind. I have always told him I have my support for him. To anyone that have a hand in the death of Ivan, never see peace. To anyone that have hands or conspire in any way to the death of this brother, you will never see peace. You will never see peace. Anything that you do must scatter. You will not die, but you must suffer for a long time in your life. You only suffer from one tribulation to another tribulation, from one suffering to another. You will lose your job, and you will gain jobs every week and lose those jobs. You will never have a stable life again. But you will not die early. You will suffer for the rest of your life for a very long and many years. Ivan, brother, rest in peace. Brother Evans, my brother Evans, rest in peace. Rest in peace, brother. I love you so much. I cried you seeing the day you left. We have always make jokes. We move around. Me and you drive in Dubai. We move around, drive. I was in Fortune Grand Hotel. I call you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I go to Fortune Grand Hotel every time. I'm like, Ivan, I'll be in Fortune nightclub. Please come and join. You come, you join me in Fortune nightclub every day. I told you, brother, I'll be in Fortune nightclub. Come, come, come. After business, I will go there. And you will come. And I will say, brother, we cannot stand in the bar. Let us go to a table. Let's see how we can have a table. They say table is 1,500, 2,000 dirhams. I say, no problem. Let's go to the table. We don't drink from the bar, brother. We work so hard. Every time I tell you we work so hard, we cannot drink from the bar. We will never drink in a nightclub from the bar. We will always have a table. All my friends, you know, that's my policy. I do not drink from a bar. If I have to drink from a bar, I don't go out. Or I go to the club and I don't drink. Because you work so hard. You treat the body that works so hard with care. If I drink from the bar now, it's because of the war that's going on that I have to support. If I don't have money to support, then I'll take the money I do. But this is my brother. Brother, I call him every time. Like, bro, I am here. Let's go. Come to Fortune Grand Hotel. Or come to Carnival. Or come to this. Come to Carvani. Who will I call now? Yeah? Evans, why you disgrace me like this, brother? Yeah? So I know we are losing so many people, you know. But this is a gentleman who wanted to change the lives of thousands. In fact, his organization, do you people know what Ivan did for? These are people that are quiet behind the scene. Ivan, you will not see Ivan come out and talk for the struggle like this openly. Even though he used to write in Facebook indirectly. But Ivan, let me tell you people, Ivan gave, I think, more than, is it 2,000 parts? You know the part, women, you are in your period, you have parts. Yeah. Ivan brought more than thousands of parts and shared to our people in the bushes. You know that? His organization from Dubai. But these are things that you don't see. Those are people that work behind. When I went to Dubai in 2017, he told me that initiative. I gave him my blessings. He told me the initiative. I gave him my blessings. Evans, thousands of parts. He took it back home to our people. When the video surfaced, when our women were using grass in the bushes as parts, it touches his heart. Ivan was moving from one hotel in Dubai to another hotel to beg for parts, for money, for parts. Ivan was moving from one hotel to another hotel in Dubai. Oh, my people, you have no idea. If you know this gentleman. So, this is somebody that because of him, hundreds of people are being helped. So, I cry because I know hundreds of people to thousands depended on this guy, on his organization. The orphans and the children and the needy and the handicapped people. He was not one person. He was thousands in him. So many of our people go to Dubai. He accommodated them. The only guy who made a visa in Dubai and gained $50, 50 dirhams, was this guy. The only guy I ever know that make a visa and never get more than 100 dirhams was this guy. People are being schooled to go to Dubai for 2 million per visa. 1 million per visa. He never do that. Because I know the way he operates. So many times I used to put my visa in using instavisa.com. I just put my credit card. They block 5,000. I don't care. I get my visa because I know what am I going to do in Dubai. I go to Dubai before even my visa expire. I left. I don't stay there even to the length of my visa. So I give 5,000. They give me the visa. I go there and then I come back. So they return my money back. It's cheaper, very cheap visa, but you have to block like 5,000 somehow. I do that for 1, 2, 3 times, and then later on they stop blocking my credit card, so they know I am somebody who I don't even right. But for many time I would say, Evans, put the visa. Even though he put the visa, it's a little bit because he is putting the visa as a third party, a little bit more. But I know he's getting only like 50 to 100. You know, it's about support. I will put my visa. He will always say, "Me boss, you know, my gain here is 50 dirhams. My gain here is 100 dirham. Frankly and honestly like this. And when I come, say, brother, you're getting 100 on there. Come on. Come, we'll go chop something first. Oh, come meet on me for this nightclub first. We go there. I say, that money, now how much? Boss, now 1,300, now 1,100, now 1,000 this. Take 1,500 now. Hey, it's called supporting yours. I have loved to support the business of my brother. He's gone. I want to tell you the last time I was in Dubai, he put the visa. I was in Amsterdam. I left from Amsterdam, come to Paris, waiting for visa. The visa was not coming. I went back to New York. And then when I arrived in New York, the visa came because my bag was already in Dubai. So I left from New York again back to Dubai. That's how my last journey was. Because I wanted an express visa fast. Like I was Amsterdam, I wanted to go to Dubai very fast, quick. So I paid double price for the extra visa. In fact, before that visa came, I spent like 3,300 dirhams for that visa because I double put the visa in one way or the other. So I paid there, pay here, and my brother was already sick. I did not know. My brother was already sick at that time. I went there and he told me, boss, I was putting my visa like that. I was already sick. Put the visa. The next day he went to hospital and he was admitted. So I went to Dubai now. I had to go see him in the hospital. Evans, rest in peace, Evans. Evan, rest in peace. Brother, we shall meet again. Wherever you are, I love you and I continue to love you. I stand with your people, the people of Bonso. I stand with you people. He was a very nice person, a very good vision he had from Bonso. One day we shall arrive. That vision will not lost. Because I know everything he told me. For everything he told me, I still remember. For everything he discussed with me. So many private things that I can't even say in media, I still remember. So many good private things, so many good things that he discussed with me. And for those people whom you think that you take his life, Ivan died knowing what happened. Before Ivan go, he told me already everything. Before Ivan goes. What is my last text with Ivan? Oh, Lord. I come here. My WhatsApp, I even had to text him like, Ivan, why? Why you did this to me? Huh? Look at Evans 2019. Look at my last text. I told him, I said, Evans, why? Why you do this to me? I even text him when he died. Look. I said, look, what do you see there? You see that? I said, Evans, why? I hope you see this. I don't know if this is able to read, but I think that there's a problem with the. You see that? I say, Ivan, I say, why? Like, seriously? See that? The last text that he gave me, I was with him. Oh my God. Listen, I even have audios with him, what was going on. Everything that he was saying. Oh my gosh. This is Ivan talking with me. Lord. He's back there. That's Ivan with me. That's Ivan with me back home. See?
Bluetooth mode.
See?
So I also recommend
You see? He's even telling me all the things that's going on there, and I look, I reply. You see? Look. Look at all the things that they do for my brother. All these things like this. This is how they kill my brother. Everything I have. I told you people that this is my brother. Look at these things. You see these things here? If you understand what I mean here. You can't see very well, but these are things that if you know, you know. How they lock and kill my brother, I have everything here. How they kill you people that kill my brother. Look, all the things that you put in him, I have it. I have it here. The people that kill my brother, Ivan. You think what? You see that? I have everything. 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 He know. My brother, he died. He know who the people that kill him. He know. He know. You think that he don't know you? Ivan died knowing the people that killed him. That is the saddest point of it. The same people Ivan has tried to make to become people turn around and kill him. I know all of you. Will you kill me? I think that you better kill me to survive. Because I will come for you. One day, in one way or the other. If you kill Ivan and you don't kill me, you know you will not survive. Because I have every evidence and everything for whatever you did to my brother, Ivan. God made him my brother. Chai! I text Ivan. And then I say, Abaita, like seriously, Evans, why? And then he's gone. Well, he was a true brother to me. That's why I show you this so you understand. He never hid his stuff from me. He was so close to me. And he was real. There was nothing he expected from me. For everything I gave him or anything that he gave me, oh, I imagine. Going there and I was running, what am I going to eat? You know? And I could imagine me and him going to Dubai. The first time I opened a business, we went to consultancy. It's Ivan first of all that took me to a consultancy office there. Ivan took me to a consultancy office where we had to pay to continue. We had to pay 40,000 dirhams for consultancy, right? So Ivan was the first who took. Evans was the one who took me to the consultancy because you want to open business, but you need to know the laws of the land. You need to know somebody that will help you in customer service and customer human relations, HR, human resource. Customer relations officer. So you want to have a consultant company that will do everything for you, right? So you have to pay like 40,000 dirhams for this to happen, almost an amount of maybe $10,000, 10 to 12,000 US dollars for consultancy. I was working all these things with Avance. I know that when the business right, me and my brother are gonna rock and rule. It's gone. Well, Ivan, rest in peace. I love you, brother. I miss you. I don't want to talk more because the more I say, the more I become so psychological. So, I love you, brother. Thank you so much. Have a good one. It was a great time being with you on earth. But for every people that kill you, you know I know them. And you know them before you left. We discussed about it. Your mother fought so hard. Your mother fought so hard. This poor woman fought so hard. But, Mama, we are together. One day, we shall see each other. Bye.